Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of Ringside Rants with yours truly, Just Mike. And to my right tonight, we have the Bad Karma, aka Josh, also known as Bad Karma.
What's up?
The Japanese Perusu historian, aka the Japanese guru. Phil will be joining us ASAP. But I want to go ahead and send because someone has been chomping at the bit for what they have done this past week. And
Who is it? Who is it?
And all I'm going to say is you'll find out whenever they get here, dude. That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
They told me to send them a link because I think they have things to get off their chest and to talk about other things as well. So I don't know exactly what went on. Like I told y'all before, I wasn't there. I was not allowed to show up. They told me no hard feelings. Get the hell out of here. You're not allowed to be here.
Mm-hmm.
So we shall see how this happens tonight and how this goes. I was supposed to be in attendance. It wasn't nothing to do with me. I showed up. They were not allowing me in the building. I felt like I was banned from ringside, if you know what I'm saying. But it's all good, man. And the reviews are in. I failed miserably.
All for all in.
Yes, all in review. I failed miserably. The only thing that came to fruition was I picked Ricochet.
Oh, I think we all agreed on that he was going to make his appearance on that.
Yeah, but no, nobody claimed it. I claimed it. I take my wins when I can get them. I was the biggest loser. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Told you I could write this shit.
I did. I told you I could write this shit, but I failed miserably. Jamie showed up on the 0 hour and interrupted Saraya, which caught everybody off guard. You thought that she was going to show up during the Mercedes DMD match, as long as I did too. But everybody said that you and Phil both said that Jamie was going to cost Britt Baker the match, which didn't happen. Yeah. Mercedes won cleanly, which don't know why. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But now we're just waiting on people to show up. I don't know if they are or not, but we shall see. And the crazy thing is, man, like, I don't know, dude. Like, I didn't pick Okada being in the gauntlet match. Nobody did that. Somebody had Okada coming in during the Perry and Darby match. Which I called Sting. If y'all remember that, I called Sting.
Yeah.
I wrote it down. I called Sting. You know, it was after the match.
I was really surprised how quick that match was. I mean, it couldn't have been no more than 10 minutes. Not even. I don't even think it was a 15-minute match.
I want to say, for the record, the crowd was chanting and singing, "Oh, cry me a river."
Yes, I know. I heard it.
And they were chanting, "Fuck CM Punk."
Mm-hmm.
Which is way off base, man. Way off base. Someone's
Someone's here.
Oh,
there she is.
And she is the women's champion. Congratulations on your title win. However, it was as tainted as ever. I guess the woman's champion has to do her dirty deeds to get over in the company.
No.
Say.
No. Hold on. You got to introduce her just like that. I mean,
no. I'm sorry.
Welcome to the show by the Diamond
Women's Champion.
Women's Diamond Championship champion.
Can we see the title up close, Miss Lestrange?
Vira Lestrange. Here we go.
Yes.
There we go. Nice.
Epic.
That's a nice belt.
And as I promised, I did show up. I was turned away at the door.
But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're gonna slide past that.
We're not here to talk about you. It's about her. It's about her.
You're right. You're right. It's all about you. You're 100% correct. No hard feelings, right?
No.
Anyway, someone sent me the video of your match.
Very quick. She did away with her opponent like that.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it was like it was pretty much underhanded tactics, I would say. But in all fairness, she's going to win by any means necessary. And she did. And I have to say it. And congratulations to you. I wished I could have been there to see it. But, witnessing it through the video, I even told you how proud of you I was. I am extremely proud of you. I think that moving forward, you should take that Diamond Championship Wrestling belt across the country and defend it everywhere. And let the cards where they lie, because I don't think no one can beat you. Like you said before, if you were doing what you're doing in that, what you did in that match, if you're going to do that regardless, you have no doubt you're going to keep winning the title and retaining the title for years and years until you get sick and tired of holding it. So what's next for you, Miss Lestrange?
What's next for me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I took over the women's division. Now it's time for the Hidden Gems to take over the rest of Diamond Championship Wrestling.
There you go.
Right. And I didn't even get to ask you. So, what else happened that night? Did the Hidden Gems do anything crazy during the tournament?
Brian Baudelaire, he had his match against none other than Mac Daddy Duds.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And of course, him and his little friend, Lash LaFlair, they had to get involved, and they took Brian's opportunity away from becoming the heavyweight champion. And then Tyler Woods, he had that match in the bag. And of course, once again, Lash LaFlair and Duds, they stole his opportunity as well. But it's okay. There's more where that came from. And I brought home the gold. That's all that matters.
There you go.
You are the hidden gem. You are the cream of the crop. You are the mouthpiece. You are the central focal point of the Hidden Gems. And when is the next show for y'all? Do you know?
September 7th? September 13th.
Okay, a couple weeks from now. Okay. Cool. And I seen where Rockstar had his match against the Kid. How was
that? The Kid, he's moving up very well. We're all very proud of him. And the Hidden Gems don't really take kindly to other people in the company. But maybe we can get him on our side if we play our cards right.
I think you should. I think I should go after him and recruit him really hard. I seen the match between him and Gary Gay, or him and the Rockstar.
I won the DCW championship, I say.
I sure did.
Yeah.
You guys had to went live without me, did you?
Dude, it's the Byron Lestrange, man. Hey, I was told to do what I was told to do, man. Why are you giving me the finger, bro?
No, you're not going to blame your mistakes on me. You don't blame your mistakes on the champion.
I'm blaming him. Right. He's the scapegoat.
Who, me?
No, Mike.
Me. I am the scapegoat. And I will say this to you, Phil. You both tied for the most prediction wins. I lost. And it's all good.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. Right now,
we have
the champion. Yeah, it's a beautiful champion. Can you show it for him, please, and let him see what a real champion looks like instead of buying one off eBay?
Right. Let me see if I can't. Hang on, let me see if I can flip the camera around. How about that?
That'll work.
So Mike
Good. I don't have the little. Nope, that's not the button.
Nope, that ain't the button at all.
I don't think I can.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
So
Oh, well.
what did you do after you won? Did you go to Disney World over the weekend?
Oh, it was not showed, but once I won my championship, we had our car waiting out front. We didn't need to stick around. So we took off.
Nice.
Diamond is calling it the greatest diamond heist of all time. But it's really not a heist. I didn't steal it. I worked for this title. It's my championship. I want it.
Yeah.
It was not stolen. Sid was not cheated out of the title.
It was counting 1, 2, 3. I saw it. 1, 2, 3.
It was a 3 count. It was a 3 count.
I deserve this.
It was a fair count.
Yeah, went some a little bit of a little douchebaggery pull up under the rope little thing. I seen a thing or two, and you know what? The ref didn't see it, so the ref is blind. So congratulations again to you. And so, are you planning on taking that title around the world, or what's next?
I do plan on bringing it with me to other shows. Well, but for now, my main focus is going to be working for Diamond. I did have another show coming up, but it was canceled. And that's okay. Gives me more time to focus on what I need to focus on and just give me more quality time with my championship.
So what did you name her? Or him, I should say.
What is it?
What did you name it? The title. What did you name the title?
I didn't name it.
It's just a prop to you. I see it. I get it. The title doesn't make the person makes the title, and you made the title what it needs to be.
I don't know if y'all saw the picture that Diamond had posted, but I had held the title upside down intentionally. Yeah. And people were calling me out on it. But the thing is it's just a representation of what the hidden gems have in store for the rest of DCW. It's going down just like I took down the women's division. And it's all ours.
I hope it. I hope you do. I really do. I'm excited for what's to come. And my defense of you, as much as I am an advocate for the hidden gems, as much as I'm an advocate for you, they didn't want me there. They're like, nope, you can't be here. And I was like, oh, it's cool, it's whatever. You can run, you can hide. I still see everything.
Again, we're not talking about you. We're talking about me.
Well, I'm here advocating for you, though. That's what I'm doing. I'm advocating for you. I am not trying to steal your thunder. I'm giving you more lightning in a bottle to use and take wherever it shall go. And I do hope that they understand that they're as long as I'm away, the more they're going to have to deal with you. So it's all good.
Well, Viral Strange is going nowhere anytime soon.
That's my point.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point I'm making. So in all actuality, I have told everyone that has listened, I know talent when I see it. You have it. I've told you that. How many times have I told you that, Miss Lestrange?
About every time I've come on this stupid podcast.
Wow. But now you have something that everyone else is going to be trying to come and get. And it just shows that I am not full of shit. I know what I'm talking about. And it just, you make me happy by having that title and showcasing, even though it is an independent title, it is the independent title. And you own it. No one can take it away from you. No one can say that title makes you. You made that title. You made it happen. You called your shot. You took the title. by any means necessary. And now they got to come back to champ. And
Yep.
guess what? Everything is in the champion's favor. There is no challenger this and challenger gets to have it. No. You get to pick everything.
I like that white strap to it. That is a beautiful belt.
It's a tight belt. It really is. I'm very excited for them to actually dedicate an actual title to an actual person who actually can fucking go in that ring. So kudos to them for actually putting the title on someone other than, relying on 20 years of past experience and giving the title to someone who actually has it. And what I mean by it, I don't even need to say what it is. You already have it. And it is the title. So, and you didn't even need the title, but you just shoving it down people's throat to even prove a bigger point. No matter what they say, no matter what they do, no matter what they even try to even bring about because the title is upside down. It don't fucking matter because guess what? They don't have it. You do. So that's the way I look at it. And I say anyone out there listening to this or coming after you, don't.
You can't touch a hidden gem.
Don't waste your time. All you're going to do is go down and bitch and complain and write about it on social media about how you were screwed out of a title shot. You didn't deserve to begin with, in my personal opinion. So, yeah, no hard feelings to them as well because regardless if I was there or not, you were going to win a title. So that's the way I look at it. And I'm happy. I'm extremely happy for you. And I have nothing but great regards of what you're going to do with that title. Because
it's going to stay with me for a long, long time.
I think until the end of the year at least. And I mean the end of the year as in years, maybe. Like 2029, 2030. If you're still in DCW at that time. I mean, who knows? You might go to bigger and better places and showcase your talents to other audience members and be on television, I'd say within the next 2 to 3 years, personally speaking. And you already know that I'm not just sitting here giving you accolades of things of or grandeur that you don't already know. Because there's people asking for you and wanting you to come to their promotion and showcase what you have. Am I wrong?
No, you are not.
See, that's what I've been saying all along. And there's going to be a lot more knocking on your door now that they see that you have a title. And they were like, well, okay, something's up with this. Like you own a title. Like you actually won a title. And it ain't like a fluke win. You came on here last Tuesday. You called your shot. You said that you were
told you when I was back on this show in a week, I would be back as your women's champion.
There you go.
Yeah, you really did. 100%. You didn't call no bullshit. Like I mean, as the rock star would say, that was such good stuff. Correct?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. You own the title, and that's just great stuff. It ain't good. It's great. And I wished I was there to witness. I'm pretty sure y'all had a moment of silence and a 10-bell salute for Justin. I really hope y'all did.
Handsome Phil.
Because honestly, he deserves that right off. Like he really does. A moment of silence and 10-bell salute, in my personal opinion.
He got both.
He better have.
And Sid Vicious should get one too.
Oh, we'll get to that in a minute.
We'll get to that a little bit.
Yeah, but right now, it's not about us, Phil. It's about the champ here. You got anything for the champ, bro?
Man, I have to say congratulations. She deserves it, man.
She really does. She's been on here.
Congratulations, Lyra. I have to say, you're just keep it up.
I mean, hell, I originally asked her, when was it? Earlier last year or late last year, around this time last year, to come on. And
now I'm here as your women's champion.
Within a year, women's champ, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That to me is amazing. I'm I would cry, but it would be tears of not
Joy.
joy, but tears of anguish and pain because listening to your story, knowing what you went through, all the trials, all the years away from wrestling, coming back to this sport. And you've even said it numerous times, like you don't even know if you wanted to do it anymore. But then you're like, fuck it. I'm going to buckle down. I'm going to get my shit done. This is what I want. And doing all of that pays off in the end because guess what you're holding? You're holding a 10-pound gold strap, ain't you?
It is pretty heavy.
Oh, I know it is. I know it is.
It was more like 20, 15 pounds.
I'm excited.
When I smack someone with this, they're really going to be hurting for a while.
Hey, I wouldn't even smack them with it. I'd choke them out with that damn thing. You know what? That's something no one's ever done is try to choke a person out with a strap.
I don't think you really can do that.
I like that third. I like that texture, and it's just that belt's art.
It is. It was made for a queen. It is built for a queen.
It's the belt of a fucking champion, man.
Yeah, and it reflects it.
Oh yeah.
And I have nothing but great things to say about you.
That's what I like about these belts. You know, you don't see these types of belts and well, for a while in WWE, you didn't see that in WWE. They were just treated like it's props. Well, because of Vince.
Well, this ain't about that. This is about a champion in our presence and
That's
her
what
title.
I meant, Mike. Shut the fuck up and let me finish. Like I said, you don't see that in presence. She deserves something like that. She deserves to be treated like a champion.
She does. She truly does, brother. Truly does. And I apologize. We went live without you, brother. I promise you, it happened. I promise. I try to wait on you next week. I swear. Oh,
If I were you, I'd hang up and block them.
I have another guest coming on with us Friday night if we're actually going to do the Bash in Berlin. But anyway, I have two more questions for you, Ms. Vira Lestrange, and I know you're a busy lady, and because you're the champion shit now. One of them is, have you thought about, let's say, mentoring other women or girls or women, whatever, in DCW that are coming up the ranks or trying to get into professional wrestling?
There are two other females that have recently joined us at Diamond. They tend to come to me for questions or to like, hey, can you show me how to do this? Or hey, can you help me do this? And I'm always more than happy to help. But the thing is I'm very green myself. So even though I'm still learning, I can help with where I can. But the main thing,
you're green, but you hold a title.
I am.
You are naturally gifted. You are naturally talented.
Mm-hmm.
If you wasn't, they wouldn't have put a title on you. And Scott Armstrong sees something in you that I seen a year ago.
Despite you slapped him.
He had no choice. See, the thing with Scott, and I guess for the rest of Diamond Championship Wrestling as well, they overlooked me and the rest of the hidden gems for far too long. Hang on. Yes?
Almost come out.
Okay.
Your pizza's getting cold.
I'm coming. Sorry about that.
Hey, you're
time, so don't feel bad. I'm glad I'm the only one.
Yeah. Hey, life happens. Trust me. I'm used to it. I think I am the only one that hasn't been broken anymore.
You deserve it, champ.
You do.
Anyways, like I was saying, so Scott and the rest of Diamond Championship Wrestling, they overlooked me. They overlooked Brian and Tyler and our fourth member, the Iron Cross. And they did that for far too long. They wouldn't give us the opportunity that we so rightfully deserved. And the thing is, we never wanted to take things as far as we took them. We just wanted the same opportunity as every single other person that had the opportunity to walk down the ramp and go in the ring and perform. And when they wouldn't give it to us, we decided to take matters into our own hands and make it happen. And now that they tried to ban us from the building, they fined us, they did all these things, but they've learned that they can't get rid of us. And now that I am their women's champion, you can't be hidden. There's nothing that they can do to deny me anymore. I'm their women's champion. I have gold around my waist. You tell me how you're supposed to be hidden when you're carrying literal gold.
There you
You
go.
can't be hidden no more. You are now not a hidden gem. You are the gem. You are now the diamond gem. And that's the way I look at it. And I will say this. They can't keep me out of the building no more. If I want to show up from here on out, I'm going to show up whenever the fuck I want. Because if it's just for your match, fuck it. If it's just for the hidden gems, fuck them. I'm an advocate. I'm here for the wrestling people. I'm here for you. I have been an advocate for you for over a year. Huh?
What was your second question?
All right. The second question is this. After you've taken that title, and you said you've been mentoring, they've been coming to you, and you just said basically what I was going to reiterate in my second question is, now that they can't keep you behind the camera or away from the cameras and away from the ring, is it now going to be held hostage? Is DCW now held hostage by the hidden gems?
The hidden gems have plans in mind that Diamond can't even begin to comprehend. So while they think they at least have, they thought they had us under control, but as they said, I committed the greatest diamond heist of all time. So now,
Sounds like a wrestling finisher.
It really
Hey, there you go.
does.
Hey, put that in your back pocket right there.
Diamond
So-
heist.
Yeah. Or the
so
gym
now that
crushes.
I took over the women's division, we have to take over the rest of Diamond Championship Wrestling. They don't know when it's coming, but believe me, Diamond Championship Wrestling will not exist without the hidden gems by the time we're done.
That is
Nice.
epic. That is great
Right,
news.
That's great.
And I'm really excited to see what you and the rest of your crew do. And I feel for the rest of Diamond Championship Wrestling. I feel for them. And they can keep me out as much as they try to, but nah, they're not going to anymore.
Not about you. It's not about you.
It ain't about me. No. But me being an advocate for the hidden gems and for the main gem there, why are they gonna why keep me at bay? I've already squashed everything with them. I've already talked to half of the owners. I don't need to talk to anyone else. Keeping me out is just like, it just adds more fuel for her and for the hidden gems to do whatever they need to do to take over. That's the way I look at it.
You're a sports podcaster, man. Come on. Yeah, report the news.
True story. True story. True story. But I am being real though, man. I am being real. I mean, I look at it as a whole sport, and the woman here with us tonight owns 10 pounds of gold. She is the women's champion of Diamond Championship Wrestling. She is planning on mostly taking her time with Diamond Championship Wrestling. Doesn't mean that she does it or won't entertain offers for other companies. If this right here lines her pocket. Am I right?
Oh yeah.
Yes. He's like, yeah. So you better come across here. You better come across this right here if you want the champ at your show. That's all I'm going to say, because she's worth the money. She's worth the draw. She's worth putting asses in seats. She's worth every penny you're going to spend, because guess what? You won't find another hidden gem in the true gem, Vira Lestrange, because she is the baddest bitch in the South.
That is correct. I'm glad
See?
you finally said something smart.
Yeah.
I've been on your side the whole time. The whole time. It's just that you needed to see that. And I'm glad you actually see it now.
Well, it was fun talking to y'all, but as y'all heard my dad say, my pizza's getting cold. I got better things to do.
We
So-
know. We understand completely. And go enjoy your feast. Thank you for taking it up with us. And again, ladies and gentlemen, your true Diamond Championship Women's Champion, Vira Lestrange. Thank you again.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Later.
You have a good one.
So yeah, in all true honesty, Phil, she, and I'm gonna do some not kayfabe, unkayfabe. It was. We waited for like 5 minutes, and I was like, "Look, I know that she has to get on here before a certain amount of time."
Technical difficulties, man. Sorry.
Dude, you're fine, bro. You're good. And like I said, Friday night, if legit, if y'all want to do this, I really wish we would, because we did it for All In, and it was fun. I lost. I am a biggest loser of this shit, and I'm okay with that, because guess
We're
what?
gonna go through. We're gonna go through.
You
other
really
topics.
thought the patriarchy would win?
Hey, guess what though? He did win in the end, didn't he? He won the damn gauntlet match.
He cheated.
How did he cheat?
Well, actually, no. Technically, no. He did not cheat.
He let Lucha bitch be it bitch as always.
Man, that is wrong, bro. Luchasaurus came down to the ring, got face to face with Christian Cage, choke slammed whoever it was, and then had Christian Cage pin him 1, 2, 3.
It's gonna come eventually. Christian Cage is gonna get his comments from Luchasaurus.
Kill switch. It's kill switch. Don't forget that.
Silence.
But anyway, so we will go through the whole card. We'll start off what started off the show, which was the what was it? This 16 man? No, yeah, the 16. Yeah, that was a weird ass tag match.
I think
Weird.
They just wanted to get everybody.
Well, I mean, dude, they got a lot of people on there. They got a lot of people there.
I even like they brought in the pre-show as well. They brought a lot of wrestling action. One thing I liked about this is my perspective on the All In show. It was way better than last year's.
Oh yeah, 100%. There was no drama.
No drama, bullshit. No. You know, one thing I liked about it, it felt like an old.
If you go back and think, last year we didn't even know that there was drama going on. We didn't know until after the show was over.
Actually, I knew before the second match hit the ring that there was drama backstage.
And here's my also perspective on All In. I also liked it because it reminded me of a Ring of Honor show. Like, it reminded me of the Supercard of Honor New Japan Ring of Honor show, because it had a lot of these
people there from New Japan and Ring of Honor.
New Japan, Ring of Honor, and AEW, and it had Zack Sabre Jr. there. It had Okada there. It had this big premiere Ricochet. Hey, what's up, Andre?
What's up, man?
What's going on?
It was just amazing. It was like Ricochet had this big pop, and everyone got big pops. Jeff Jarrett did. Nigel McGuinness came out of retirement. Who would have thought?
He hates Bryan Danielson. That's why.
They've always been rivals. I actually watched their match on YouTube a while back.
Dude,
In fact, we should watch that tonight.
I'm okay with that. But and Nigel even said during the pre-show that Bryan Danielson is you're going to get him what Bryan Danielson always is. He's going to go out there. He's going to be his back against the wall. He's going to do some amazing things, but he's going to come up short. That's exactly how he worded it. He's going to come up short because it's Swerve's house. And no one even had the illusion that Nigel was showing up, dude. That was the teeter-totter, dude. The Nigel teeter-totter, the London Bridge, the London Calling.
London ladder match. Quit calling it that.
No, I'm talking about when Nigel McGuinness did the London Calling from the top rope. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
love that.
R.I.P. Sid Vicious, indeed, my friend.
Very, very much so. We'll get to that in a few minutes, I promise. But I wanted to run
Well,
down.
we're going to go through match through match. So we didn't have the 16-man tag
No.
match on our list. We didn't even know about it.
No, but
Dante
Tommy
Martin.
I think the funniest part was where Sammy Guevara and Brian Cage had both Wolverine-inspired wrestling gear on. They even stopped
here's-
and looked at each other and be like, "Hey."
Well,
Well,
here's the
that right
crazy thing, though, is that that Dustin and Sammy Guevara are tag partners. They wanted to go as Deadpool and Wolverine, and by coincidence, you know, Brian Cage is a Wolverine fan. I mean, hell, he dressed up as Weapon X at an Impact show. Dear YouTube, I really enjoy your latest YouTube videos. I love you, however, you make these videos. I'm a video editor, and I love to help you streamline your content creation process.
Okay, that's what's up.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Appreciate
you.
Kaiju
Rajma Shorts.
Kaiju Rajma Shorts.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. We'll contact you after the show.
Yeah, 100%. But no, the what was it 16-man tag match had Dante Martin or Top Flight with Action Andretti.
Leo Rush.
Yeah, dude. And Leo Rush and Satnam Singh. Bro.
That was funny.
Bro, I'm gonna agree with RJ City on this. I need to see more of that. I need to see that again, like on Dynamite or Collision.
What do you think
Am I
of
wrong?
Top Flight's new gear, by the way?
Oh, dude, they look like freaking pilots.
That's
I don't
the
know how I
point.
feel about it. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, they are Top Flight after all.
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
go
so
with
is
it.
so is Spirit, but I don't see nobody jumping aboard a Spirit plane anytime soon.
Oh, will you stop?
Just saying, bro. Just saying. I'm just messing. But no, seriously though, the match was really high paced. And then, what the fuck was Dante Martin doing? Did he dunk? Did he literally dunk on dude before he pinned him? Like he went all the way up in the air and did like some crazy things, and then doo-doo-doo.
Oh man, that was pretty awesome though. But what did you think of Ishii, Nightingale, and versus Statlander and oh my god,
Stokely Hathaway.
Oh my god, Stokely Hathaway is a great heel manager.
Dude, the spine buster, bro.
Yeah. He did a spine buster. I was like, damn.
And cool, dude. What was really I don't Indians are cool, bro. But the coolest thing though, man, is whenever he stood right back up and Stokely was like, yeah, and I'm like, Tomorrow Ishii's like right behind you, bro. Like that's cool and all what you did, but it's a Stone Pitbull for a reason. He's just like menacing, looking at him like I'm fixing to eat you.
I mean, Ishii is Japanese for stone.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he's a Stone Pitbull, bro. I mean,
he's one of the toughest, actually, legit. Tough guys in professional wrestling.
I know, and it was just beyond me, man. When he just stood up and it was like he had that look upon his face, like as soon as you turn around, I'm going to devour you, and he did.
The fans are like, Ishii's gonna kill you. Ishii's gonna kill you.
I honestly thought Statlander was gonna win it. I was gonna call. I was like, they're gonna do Chicago Street Fight. I'm still gonna predict that.
You did predict it. I got it wrote down over here, dude. I got it wrote down. I swear I did. But I'm gonna tell you what I believe it's gonna be, and y'all can say whatever you want. I don't believe it's gonna be a street fight. Last woman standing match.
That's pretty good too. It's a spammer. What is your thinking about
Indians? You're behind schedule, Phil. You're behind schedule.
Have the comments on your screen, Phil.
They are on my screen.
Yeah, they're behind. Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
That's
it's,
nothing against Indians.
no one does. They're actually really cool people. They own a lot of gas stations, a lot of hotels here in Alabama. So I have friends. I've actually a really good friend named Ritesh. We call him Ree, who's Indian. He's a really good dude. So I have nothing bad to say about Indians. Indians are good people,
Oh yeah.
and they always will help you out no matter what. But don't take advantage of it. But speaking of the next match, though, was the 8-man tag or 10-man tag match between, like I was saying, Sammy and Devon Eriks and Shibata and Dustin Rhodes versus the Cage of Agony and the Undisputed Kingdom. Now,
Did we
I'll-
have that?
Dude,
Yeah,
even Tommy Billington got the Dynamite Kid got a pop.
dude, that was during the 16-man tag match. Dude, everybody got a pop, bro.
Every British person got a pop.
Yeah. I
Except
mean,
Saraya.
They deserve it.
Saraya got a fuck you chant. She got a go home heat chant. Fuck you, shut up, shut the fuck up chant. That's what she got. It was really cool. And we'll get to that in a minute too, because there's some shit I want to say about that. But that 10-man tag match with Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara and the Von Erichs and Shibata was phenomenal.
It was great.
It was good, and it showcased what Ring of Honor is doing over there.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, man. Before they had the actual AEW Ring of Honor crew, before Paul White went over there to be the actual head honcho of Ring of Honor, they really didn't know what the fuck to do over there. Now that he's over there and things are looking a whole lot different.
Is that what Big Show's doing right now?
Yeah, he's like one of the he's helping. I think he's running creative of Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's not just him.
Oh, here's the thing is because Big Show has been with the business for like over 30 years. He has experience.
Oh yeah.
I mean, plus he's had experience with logistics in WWE too, so he's got this.
Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate that so much for getting rid of him, man. If that's what he was going to try to do,
Oh, fuck that guy.
for real.
Anyways, yeah. So, what was it? I was the one that picked all the.
Y'all both picked the 2-man tag match. I picked the Undisputed Gates, but they lost. So I'm okay with that. And then we had Saraya taking over All In 0 Hour.
She would do that.
Yeah, that just happened.
See, that's what happens when you talk about Saraya.
Yeah, she gets it. She gets revenge. That's just a game, Matt.
That's just what he gets for talking about Zack Sabre Jr.
Dude, Zack Sabre Jr. is a great person, man. I have nothing bad to say about Zack Sabre Jr. except that he shouldn't have won the G1 Climax.
How dare you?
I'm just saying. I really loved the moment in the ring with him and Nigel. I will say that was epic. This is professional wrestling. That was an epic chant.
Britt versus Britt. We got some Britt versus Britt moment.
We'll get to that moment in a minute. Hold on.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
We're talking about Saraya now.
Okay, yeah. Saraya's taking over 0 Hour was phenomenal, in my opinion. Basically telling everybody to leave her alone. This is her house. This is her ring. They're in her country. Her country. She's not even on the fucking card. She's mad at she's not on the card. She brought the whole Knight family with her to support her and her antics. And then all of a sudden the music hits, and here comes a redheaded Jamie Hayter.
Mm-hmm.
Which people compared her to
Becky,
a dude.
And Rebecca Lynch and Rebecca Quinn.
Yeah, they compared her to that, and they compared her to a dude.
They can go fuck off for all I care.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand about the fans, man. And I'm gonna take a sidebar on this one for a second because it kind of bugs me. Last night,
Rant.
here it is. It's fixing to come, and it's here. So last night,
This rant is sponsored by
W.
Get
W
your
Energy
W Energy drink at WGG and use our promo code Ringside Rants, 10% off.
10% off. All right, so here goes the rant. last night, watching WWE Raw, watching it, and all of a sudden, I seen some unfamiliar face on my television who hasn't had a match in over 5 years, Uncle Howdy, aka Bo Dallas. The match was a really good, solid match.
Oh yeah, it was a great match.
Yeah, and as soon as I'm done watching this match, I'm done watching it, all of a sudden, I get on X, get on Facebook, and everybody's complaining about his hair. His fucking hair. Oh yeah, he sucks. Uncle Howdy's a terrible wrestler. Oh, can't get past the hair.
People are just stupid.
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. It's like it kind of did throw me off. I was like, that's not the way his hair was looking for the past couple of weeks. Why did they change it all of a sudden? But other than that, the match was great.
So my thing is, why nitpick a mask? Why nitpick a hair? Why nitpick somebody's new color hair like Jamie Hayter? Oh, she looks like a dude with that hairstyle. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Because of the fact that they did not pick, or you depicted them in a different area in a different light, gives you the opportunity to sit here and talk shit about them. Whenever they're on television and you're at your house on your computer in a basement, huffing down porn and drinking fucking gallons and gallons of fucking haterade. And on top of that, you probably ain't never exercised one single day in your whole entire fucking life. And yet here you are passing judgment on someone who's in the middle of the ring who actually could probably body slam you. I take that back. They probably couldn't body slam you because you're too obese. Because you got a whole clique started because of one person goes, you know what? I agree with that. And then it had like a whole following of bullshit. Because not only did that person say something, that person goes, yeah, I agree with you, but this and this and this. And I'm like, dear God, dude, let it go. Quit being haters. Just
they
enjoy
look like
it.
a modern day Kane. Let him. That's his hair. Leave him the fuck alone.
I didn't. I was like looking at it, I was like, that's some red ass hair, but shit, man, when she came out there, she's back.
And she kicked ass and took names, dude. She kicked ass and took names. Sorry for the little bit of a sidebar.
Yep. So, all right, so we got that out the way. But
yes.
Now next, now we get into the pay-per-view itself. That was all 0 hour.
And which I didn't really like the fact how they did this. They had all the entrances on 0 hour for the ladder match. All of them. And I was like, why?
And I thought, honestly, I thought they were going to do like right when they went to the pay-per-view. I thought they were going to do maybe the British national anthem, you know, something to start it all off with or something like that. But no, they didn't do nothing. They just went right into the match. I'm like, that's weird.
It was a good match. It was
which probably affected a match we'll come to later. We'll talk about that later.
But it was slow to start.
Now, my biggest gripe, I don't know if you guys are paying attention to this. I was not a big fan of their cameramen.
They were everywhere, man. They were so everywhere on this match. Like they didn't know where to go. Like they didn't know what table was getting busted, and they didn't know where to set up at and where to get the good angle shots.
Yeah, it's like people were making their entrances and they're filming the back instead of the front. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, and then whenever and it didn't get better for the match either, dude. They were panning way out, and then they come way in, and way back out, then way over here, then way over here, then way here. I mean, it was just like it was a clusterfuck. Yeah. I felt like I was watching the Bucktooth Devil. Phil's favorite guy, Kevin Dunn.
Oh,
I hate that fucker.
But did you not feel that way a little bit, Phil?
Yeah.
What about you, Josh? Did you feel a little bit like that too?
Yeah, it was just it was kind of pissing me off. I was like people making their entrances is like Nigel McGuinness' entrance should have been a lot bigger than it was. I was like,
well, that's different. That was during a different match. That was a different match. The opening match was the 6 or the 4-way triple trios match, which was. It didn't make any sense, man. And I really think the reason they put it on the Blackpool Combat Club, congrats for you getting that one right, Josh, was because of the fact that Lucha, I mean not Lucha, but the Lucha Bros are no longer there, and they were just like, you could have been here and you could have got your titles.
Yeah, they basically.
That's exactly what it felt like to me. Now, I hate to say that, like, oh yeah, they're giving Pac all this great. I didn't feel that. I felt it was a slap in the face of Penta and Phoenix. That's exactly the way I felt like to me.
Well, they wanted to go to WWE, so
Yeah.
The
I
match
think they probably had it written that they're supposed to win.
it was already planned. They were going to win the trios title, but they decided not to resign with TK.
Go. It's like I'm at a hockey game, Phil.
And all it was. I found it was a great match. It was pretty good. And
And y'all were happy because the patriarchy didn't win.
oh yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, dude, the MVPs of that match, y'all probably gonna disagree with this, were the Guns.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I agree. They're
I agree.
awesome.
They did great.
The
I love the double,
great, man. I love those guys.
I love the double sleepers, man. The double sleepers on and always hard. Juice Robinson is a
rock hard. Rock hard.
No, he's always hard, dude. He's always hard. Ask him.
It's rock hard.
I know what it is,
It's
but
rock hard.
and promos backstage, he's always hard, man. He's always hard. And does he or does he not remind you of a modern day Macho Man?
Yes, he does. Even Tony Schiavone pointed that out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And do the Guns remind you of a tag team of yesteryear?
Well, they do remind me of the New Age Outlaws a little bit.
Nah, I'm going older.
The Midnight Express.
I'm going newer. I'm thinking mid 80s, mid to late 80s.
British Bulldogs. Let me see who's in the mid 80s. British Bulldogs. The Killer Bees.
No. Let me tell you who I'm thinking. There's two tag teams that come to mind.
The Rock and Roll Express.
Neither one of those. No, I'll tell y'all. One of them is the Rockers. And the other one is the Smoking Guns with Bart and Billy Gunn.
Well, their father is Billy Gunn. So.
Yeah. But the tall one, I think it's Colton, reminds me of his dad. And Austin reminds me of Marty Jannetty. So you have a flip-flop. And then whenever they're doing their tandem offense with a tag team, reminds me of nothing but Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty.
I have to say though, Colton and Austin Gunn, they've really come a long way. They're no longer the ass boys.
No, they're not. And I will say this too: whenever Austin loads up that fucking fist, it reminds me of Bart Gunn. Because when he hits you, bro, it makes a sound. I mean, I know it's
Bart Gunn. He was actually a legit, pretty good fighter.
Yes, I mean, if you want to go the route that it was supposed to, that he got beat up by Butterbean, and
I mean, despite getting his ass kicked by Butterbean at WrestleMania 15, he was a pretty decent fighter.
Dude, that was a horrible thing to do to that man. It was a Vince Russo. It was a Vince Russo rub. That's all that was, a Vince Russo prank, and it was fucking shitty.
Oh, it was all Vince Russo. That was all Vince Russo's fault, and it's like they put the blame on him because they didn't know how. They thought it was all scripted, and it turns out no, this is actual legit fight, and over. Dr.
Death, that fight. Oh, it made the only thing I did like about it made Bradshaw look like a bitch.
Oh, dude, he got knocked out in 10 seconds, bro.
Yeah, that was the thing. And Vince Russo was happy about that because he didn't like Bradshaw.
No,
not many wrestlers in the locker room in the 90s 2000s didn't like Bradshaw.
They thought he was a dickhead.
Mm-hmm. Well, then until he got knocked out, then all of a sudden he's like,
Oh, he got his ass kicked by Steve Blackman a few times as well.
Yeah, running his head backstage. Yeah, it was terrible.
He
was
even
very
knocked his ass out in the airport.
But
So yeah, that to me, that match was phenomenal, and I couldn't say nothing bad about the Guns. And I was looking, dude, I'm telling you, I watched that match twice, bro, and I was looking for little instances where I can go, you know what, they fucked up there, dude. They took the brunt of every fucking bump, dude. They took it all.
oh yeah, they
They-
took a lot.
And dude, did y'all reference the Team 3D moment
Oh yeah.
with the Guns?
That
Austin.
was- Get the
Yeah.
table.
And then he didn't just say Austin. He goes, Juice. And
Get
he
the
went
table.
1, 2, 3. And the whole crowd chanted, get the tables, dude. I was like, I know Bully Ray and Devon were like, they were laughing and clapping, dude, because that was nothing but straight up homage and nothing but a tip of the hat to them two gentlemen.
He probably put it,
They love
he
the
probably,
fact that
played
they're
off and
getting-
put it down.
The what?
He probably played off and put it down. And was like, how are they gonna steal our bit?
No, dude, he has never done that to nobody that does that, dude.
No,
one.
when Bully Ray always praises like when people pay homage to them because they're Hall of Famers, you know, their days are done. It's like they're basically passing their knowledge to the new generation.
And they
They
really
love
are,
that.
man. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys,
He
man.
even said about that on the show Busted Open.
Yeah, like he loves that, dude. Like he said, it makes his giblies hard. I mean, it turns him on a little bit, dude. When people do like
He
that,
smiles.
yeah, it gives him a lot of smiles, man. Like it's because of the fact that they didn't have to do that. They could have went a whole different route than that. I mean, they had tables, they had ladders, they had chairs.
Oh my!
Yeah, I mean, it was really, really well done. And you're right, Bradshaw deserved the bad karma he received, dude. He still deserves bad karma, bro.
Oh, we got some news about Bradshaw. Well, we'll get to that after our reviews.
Fuck Bradshaw and investing in that company, bro. That's a shitty thing to do. We'll talk about that later, and I'll give my points on that. But moving on from the ladder match, because
Mr. fucking shareholder.
who me? Oh, dude.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Next,
Before we go any further, I predicted MVP and Lashley coming out in the ladder match. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. I'll go ahead and say that. And no Jay Whitefield.
Well, for those who don't know, I turned 38 yesterday.
I bet you they come out and all out. I bet you they come out all out.
Oh, Josh,
There's a lot of surprises for All Out, dude. They only teased 2 surprises for All In. From
and
what
for
I
also
understand,
our ladies and gentlemen, our audience, I turned 38 yesterday.
Oh,
no one cares, Phil.
Dude,
Oh,
it's my
yes.
fucking birthday.
Happy-
I would do the same thing for you, so fuck off.
I know, man. Hey, congratulations! I did send you a happy birthday.
Yes, I
text
appreciate
on
that.
Facebook. You're welcome, dude. I love you, man.
Love you too.
I truly do. And I had to give you shit because I have to, man. Because if I didn't give you shit, I wouldn't love you, brother. I promise.
Fair enough.
It's all love, Phil. I promise you.
All right.
But you picked Jay White showing up, bro. Didn't happen.
I was wrong, okay?
I was wrong too. Hey, I was way more wrong than you were. Okay, I had a lot of predictions that were not there. Okay,
I'm the only one that picked the winner.
Denied.
be quiet, Josh. We don't care.
Leave him alone.
The tag team title match was not next.
The next match was Tony Storm and Mariah May. So that was the next match.
But I have it written down on the paper here, so we're gonna go with this because this is how I kept my tallies. Josh, if you don't mind, is that okay? Is that okay, Josh? Can we do it this way?
Oh, no order of the card. You should have marked all the orders down.
I didn't do that. All right,
Come
we'll
on,
go with that.
what kind of broadcast journalism are you doing here?
I'm doing Bobby the Brain Heenan shit over here, okay? It's Heenanisms.
Yeah, catch up on that shit.
I did.
Thank you, Tamale. At least someone cares.
We care.
I said happy birthday to you. All right.
I appreciate it, Josh. I was referring to someone.
I
On
said
your,
happy birthday.
I know. I was just fucking with you.
I even sent it to you, and you hearted it. You goob. Because I love you, dude. I love you so much. I hope you had a great day, dude. I really do hope you had a great day yesterday. How good?
It was
how
a good
your
birthday. That's all I can say. I got me a few things, like didn't really spend that much, and I might be getting tomorrow. I might be getting a new car.
Speaking of which, congratulations to you. I'm so sorry about the other one.
May that thing rest in peace. And I'm gonna play 2-Ton Paperweight because of that song by Psycho Stick.
I love that band. I
I
love
do. I saw them live in Mobile about 10 years ago.
Dude, they're a great band. Psycho
They are.
Stick is so great. But I'm glad you had a great birthday. I'm sure as everyone will. You know what, Josh? Let's sing happy birthday to Phil.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
He'll take it. No, really, seriously. Happy birthday, brother. I'm
Thanks,
glad
man.
you're getting older. I wish you were older than me. That way I could say I was the youngest guy on this podcast, and I'm not.
I'm
So,
basically the young Gandalf here in the podcast.
Both y'all. Shit. I'm older than both of y'all. And
Yeah. We know Brown don't crown, dude. We know.
then
The views of Mike do not reflect the views of Phil and Josh.
Wow, really? You're going to go there too? Wow. Jeez, man. Jeez. I love you guys so much. I really, truly do. I really, truly do. Without you two guys, I have 0 enemies.
The only thing is the only thing you're missing right here is our missing link.
Dude, you know,
Get your ass on here.
He sent me something while we were on here. And do y'all want me to read from the missing link?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, Rosemary showed up on NXT. Never thought I would see her on WWE television. And he even put the little happy smiley face with hearts.
Who showed up on NXT?
Rosemary from TNA.
Rosemary?
Yes.
Oh, shit. I might have to actually watch NXT now.
What you say, dude? I don't watch NXT. I was gonna watch No Mercy.
I'm a huge fan of Rosemary. So
is he, and I'm a big fan of the Lucha Bros, and I really do believe that he's going to be showing up on at No. They are going to be showing up at No Mercy.
I thought they weren't going to NXT.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just like the CW doesn't exist.
Sure it
all right. We're getting way off topic. Next match.
Anyway, the next match was Mariah May versus Toni Storm, and I did have a half win on this. Mina was on our television for a hot minute, right beside Rachel Ellering. A hot minute.
I love Rachel Ellering,
and I love Mina Shirakawa, and who is now the Rev Pro Women's Champion.
Yes.
The British, she's the champion, the undisputed champion of the British.
Yep. And
the undisputed women's champion of the British. That's what she is.
Who picked what here? I think I picked Mina, ain't it?
Nope. You picked Toni Storm, Josh.
Did I pick that? Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, with Luther.
Luther interference. Okay.
Yeah, and Phil didn't ever give a pick.
It was Mariah May. I forgot about that.
Mariah May won. Oh, no. You can't do that. You automatically get an L for that one.
Well, hey, no, I do get a half a point for Luther. Luther was there.
He didn't interfere. He didn't interfere.
Yeah, he did. He was over stopping what you call it for doing stuff.
No. Mariah went over and slapped her own mother in the fucking face. Who called that shit?
Nobody.
I didn't know she had.
That was some wild shit, dude.
I didn't know she had beef with her mother.
Dude, well, Luther was over there yelling at her mom, and she popped Luther one and then bopped her mom one. I was like, what the fuck, lady? Like, what the fuck is going on here? You crazy as hell.
Oh, speaking of which, look who also got.
Who
Is that Daniel Garcia? Is that is
Yeah.
that Red Death?
Yes, when he was holding the Ring of Honor Pure Championship.
That is awesome. We'll get
Yep.
to him in a minute too. We'll get to him in a minute
We'll
too.
get that in a minute. So, this match, it was good. It was decent. It was good. It was a good match. It was a good match.
Mariah May, dude, that was awesome. And then Tony Storm leaves the arena, distraught and crazy, walking out in the fucking road and shit, which is crazy as fuck.
She's
She's
going
psycho.
toward. This is basically the story with Tony Storm is not over, ladies and gentlemen. She's
Oh, no.
continuing her downward spiral.
Oh yeah,
And
Yeah.
I like how they said
Laughing.
that she left the arena in her ring gear and everything. And
she did.
Barefoot.
She did, and they have it on camera. The camera crew followed her.
I saw.
They were talking about it during the media scrum. They were talking all about it, how crazy it was, and we'll get to that in a minute too.
We should also get the media scrum where Saraya started shit during the media scrum.
Wow, dude, she went in. Who the fuck are you? You fuck! This is my fuck. I was like, oh shit! Like,
I like
and
how
then-
it's making fun of the brawl in and the brawl out situation.
and then her dad gets over there right beside RJ sitting. Goes, I don't like you at all. And he goes,
When was this?
Okay.
Is this
During the media
It's
scrum.
for the media scrum.
At
We
the
even
end?
got the sweet Saraya as well get her ass kicked by Jamie Hayter.
dude, and she goes, don't you ever mention that bitch's name around me. Fuck Jamie Hayter. And I was like,
YouTube, gotta love it.
and then when she walked out, it was funny because when they sat down, she goes, all the cussing, are they going to find her? They're not? That's a bunch of bullshit. I love that, dude. Because it was epic, man. Because it was like she was all like real serious. She goes, who she yelled at in the back? I apologize. She don't know what the fuck she's doing. And I'm like, lady, you're
The
awesome.
views and opinions of Saraya do not reflect the views and opinions of the AEW company in the audience.
I want to think she was yelling at Meltzer about it because that's what it looked like she was pointing out. Like was actually Dave Meltzer,
Meltzer even bashed all in. Fuck him.
and he was there.
Is
Yeah,
that, I forget who it was in the media scrum. Is like, is that fucking Meltzer?
yeah, that was Osprey. And it was, oh, you
Alright,
fucking
well-
like you here? Oh God Almighty, dude! Now I know I've made it to the big time. That's exactly how he said it too, man. I was like, oh my God, dude.
All right, so what was the next match after that? That was the
Jericho Hook. Was it Jericho Hook or was it a tag match?
it was one of them two. We'll do both. Okay, so we'll just
Okay,
go Jericho Hook.
Yeah,
Hi
Dude.
guys.
dude. Wow. There is so much to say about this match. And I'm going to start off with the obvious. The boo of Hook against Big Bill. As soon as Big Bill interfered, the whole fucking place erupted in a big cheer.
Well,
They
the
love
thing,
Big Bill.
the thing is that the story behind that is because he's supposed to be a heel and everything, and he don't like being cheered. So that's the reason why they started cheering him, because it was pissing him off.
And they booed Hook. They booed Hook because of that. Every time they had the altercation, it was cheer Kaz or cheer Big Bill, and they booed Hook. And Hook was like, what the fuck? Hook had that look in his face like,
I don't know
the
what
crowd
to do.
just turned on me. The crowd just turned on me. And then whenever Brian Keith jumped in, they immediately booed that guy and cheered Hook. And they cheered Hook against Jericho. And then when Taz joined in the fray,
The place erupted.
dude, it was like, yay, boo, boo, yay, 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 boom. It was like a
The
firework.
only thing I have a complaint about it is Taz is so fat that he couldn't get his arm around. the fucking
He's
guy.
really let himself go, unfortunately.
Well, he's retired, so he's allowed to. But
And
still,
like he said,
it's like he didn't have it on. I was like looking at it, I was like, he don't have it on. You can't even reach around this guy.
he didn't try to either, though, man. He did it for the nostalgia, man.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it was cool. I really
It was
thought
great.
it was cool.
Don't get me wrong, it was great.
Because it was an unexpected thing that nobody thought would happen.
And if I remember right, I picked Hook to win.
Yeah, you did. Phil and Josh both picked Hook. I picked Jericho with Big Bill, Keith, Stephen Amell, and Mike O'Malley, which the other two don't exist. Unfortunately, they never came out. And they were not there, ladies and gentlemen. They were not there. And if you thought they would be there,
you get for fantasy booking.
hey, man, I'm having fun with this shit, dude. But I will say this. Some of my predictions were right on. And I will say this. Shane O'Mac was backstage at All In. I'm going to tell y'all that now.
I'm not surprised.
Well,
That's not a rumor. That has actually been reported as fact.
mm-hmm.
And so I'm happy about that.
Then, the only thing that I thought that was going to come out, I thought Samoa Joe and
I thought Becky Lynch was going to make an appearance, but I was wrong on that.
In the Hook match. In a Hook match, I thought Samoa Joe and were going to come out.
Samoa Joe and Shibata.
Yeah, I thought they were going to come out, but
yeah, but they didn't. It was cool. We got Hook. We got Taz instead, man. Which
It
I
still
thought
wasn't a disappointing pay-per-view. That's all I'm going to say.
no, dude, it was all about family, bro. The whole show was about family.
It was a great pay-per-view. It was like I felt a lot. I love the crowd's energy was just chef's kiss.
It really was, dude. It really was. And then we had the very next match, which was the tag team title match, where Josh picked the Bucks, I picked the Acclaimed, and Phil, you picked FTR. And you predicted they were going to lose the titles at All Out. That is exactly what you predicted, Phil. You even called that. So you got half of it right so far. So that will take over till not this week, but next week.
I didn't expect the Grizzled Young Veterans to show up.
Nobody picked that. Nobody picked.
I love the Grizzled Young Veterans. Dude.
Grit your teeth. They went after the Young Bucks, couldn't get him, so they beat the shit out of
Cash. I say it this way: since they lost the Lucha Brothers, they got another good tag team, the Grizzled Young Veterans.
Dude, they got one of the best. Dude, I'm gonna say this: AEW as a whole has the greatest tag team division.
Damn right it does. They even have the greatest trios division.
It's working on it.
Yeah, dude, I'll get to that after we talk about this whole card because it's iffy with me. The tag team division is still something that needs to be worked out, all the kinks in general, because you have the Young Bucks, you have FTR, you now have the Grizzled Young Veterans, you have the Acclaimed, you have Private Party, you have
the Guns.
You have in Juice Robinson and Jay White as a tag team as well. Whenever he comes back, you have Top Flight. You have
Kings of the Black Throne.
Well, Kings of the Black Throne. Okay.
Yeah, Malachi Black.
Kings of the Black Throne.
So all of these tag teams in general need to have more focal points. And we didn't even talk about the House of Black actually getting in the ring and shaking hands with Blackpool Combat Club after the thing.
Oh, you know what I also love about the Grizzled Young Veterans? They kind of remind me of like a British version of the Briscoes.
Dude, they remind me of, I don't know how to explain it. They remind me of FTR when FTR was hungry.
Yeah.
They're a hungry tag team. You can tell they're like, bloody hungry. I mean, WWE really dropped the ball when they repackaged them as the Dyad.
Well, all I'm going to say is whenever they were walking up that ramp, they were going on site, the Acclaimed on site, the Bucks on site, FTR on site, tag team division, grit your teeth. I was like, holy fuck.
They're coming for those tag team titles. They're the new dogs of the tag team division. They want some of that action.
I don't see anybody stopping them right now. And what they did to Cash Wheeler was just
Wow.
wow. Like,
Oh,
What is this?
I was looking up something real quick.
but yeah, dude, it was crazy, man. Like, I was blown away about that, and all I can say is, holy shit, dude, holy shit.
I was excited when I found out the Grizzly Young Veterans showed up because I've heard a lot of good things about them, especially when they dominated the tag team division in NXT and NXT UK
And TNA,
and TNA.
they were the tag team champions for a minute, hot minute.
Yeah, I can see why they left TNA because they didn't want to be involved with WWE.
Well,
Can you blame them
they-
after?
Well, no, but all I can say about what they're doing now in AEW is everybody needs to grit your teeth.
Mhm.
Damn right.
Like, for real, man, because they're hungry, dude. Like, whenever they left the ring, I was like, when they jumped up on the ring apron wearing those fucking scarves, dude, I was like, what's up, Echo Sicario?
What's up, Echo?
Hey, what's going on?
Dude, it's going, bro. It is
Going, man.
going.
Doing
And
our review of All In.
yeah, and more. But
We're just talking about the Grizzly Young Vets.
yes. And
Yeah.
dude, it was really, really good. So, and technicalities, I didn't take the L in this match because the Acclaim didn't get pinned, Phil. So you took the L on this one.
Fair enough. But hey, I say, but the Grizzly Young Veterans showing up, I say that's a win for all three of us.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
But I still called the winner. So
I don't want to hear about it there, loser. And then the next match we had was, I want to say it was Mercedes Moné versus
no, the next match would be the
MJF and Ospreay.
no, that was after. The next match was
It was.
the gauntlet match.
Oh, you're 100%. You're 100% in the gauntlet match. Where
That
Phil
was a
didn't
good
pick a winner.
match. I love the.
I don't think
Ooh.
anybody called the winner of that one.
No, but nobody. You picked Heyman. I picked a Ricochet, and Phil didn't pick anyone.
I did pick someone. I picked.
Yeah, he did pick
Who I
someone.
picked though.
Did you
I
pick
did
Christian Cage, Phil? Is that who you picked?
No, I didn't want him to.
No,
win.
he was in there.
I actually expected like Hangman.
Okay, so you went with Josh on that one.
Yeah,
I
but
thought
I was wrong.
Ricochet should have won.
Well, first let's go in order. So, was it Orange Cassidy started out with
Okada.
Okada, which we didn't even know he was in the match.
Okada
I
was
know either.
amazing.
So,
Okada did amazing. You had Briscoe, Mark Briscoe. Oh, dude, that's awesome. And dude, and then Kyle O'Reilly showed up. And no, I'm lying to you. I want to say the third member was shit. Who was the third guy? Was it Nigel?
Kyle O'Reilly was in that match though.
Yeah, Kyle O'Reilly was in the
Rocket
match.
Strong was in that match.
Yeah, he was in the match too. And there was three members of the conglomeration in it: Kyle O'Reilly, Mark Briscoe, and Orange Cassidy.
mhm.
And dude, when Ricochet's music hit, man, that
Well, nobody
was,
knew who it was at first. I was like,
dude, the big R come across the screen. I was like, yep,
well,
that's
nobody saw that. Remember, because when he was making his debut, they had the fucking Roman Reigns moment.
Yeah.
You know, it was like everybody was focused on him, and it's not on the fucking screen of. That's why I said shitty camera work.
It
And
was
it's
very
like
terrible.
everybody was focused on Hangman. He was over there looking like that, like it was like Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble with fucking AJ Styles coming out.
I think over AEW's
But-
camera work over Kevin Dunn's camera work any day.
It was kind of the same, dude. It was kind of the same.
Because the whole arena erupted. It was like, what the fuck's going on? I kind of knew who it was, but it's like, but the arena was erupting as like because they obviously saw the name first before.
The unstoppable Ricochet. Yeah. But dude, the coolest part, man, in my opinion, was Zack Sabre Jr. and Nigel in the ring together.
Yes, Nigel McGuinness showing up. Nobody called that.
And
Nobody-
Zack Sabre Jr. deserved to win that G1 climax.
No,
after
he did
hard
not.
work.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
I like ZSJ, man. I do. Zack Sabre Jr. is a monster, man. He and even Brian Danielson even said in the media scrum that, you know, that there's a rubber match. He's won one. Zack Sabre Jr. won one. There's one more that needs to happen, and it needs to happen. And
You're just
you
mad
know,
because Takeshita lost the G1 climax.
so what, man? I like Takeshita. I think Takeshita is a
He's
monster.
great, but it wasn't his time.
It's
it was-
always Takeshita's time, man. Don't
It
even
was
start.
Biggest Japanese man I ever seen in my life. I tell you that much. I got to, yeah, and it's like, and I'm not bullshitting because I met the guy in person. That is literally the biggest Japanese guy I ever met in my entire life.
Nice guy too, man. Really nice guy.
Oh, real nice guy. Real nice guy.
He speaks
Anyways.
very good English a little bit.
I'll tell you
Took a
another
picture- took a picture
part
with
I
my
loved was when Ricochet he didn't lose anything at all.
He was
We got,
quick.
we got to see the old school Ricochet.
It's like I even like the commentary says, yeah, he's gonna fit good right in here with us.
Damn right he is. He's gonna. I mean, I even like that standoff he had with Kyle Fletcher.
Oh, dude, yeah, I forgot Kyle Fletcher was in that match too. No, Kyle Fletcher was not in that match. Kyle Fletcher was in that 10-man tag match. And dude, I'm
They
gonna
have a
say
match
this.
this week.
Dude, Kyle Fletcher is a monster.
Mhm.
He's something, dude. That guy is something.
And like I said, with Nigel McGuinness, is like nobody predicted him coming out, and just like, and it even surprised me. I was like, damn, this dude is ripped here, shit. And it's like, and doesn't even look like he's lost a step. Then even commentary said it looked like he's been wrestling the whole time.
And I love what Taz said. It's like, did anybody know this? Did anybody call this? And Tony goes, no. But now I see why he's here, because he wants a shot at Brian Danielson if Danielson wins. And I'm like, how great would that be to see Nigel McGuinness versus Brian Danielson?
Oh man,
How
they
great
had
would
a
that
great feud back in the early Ring of Honor days.
Dude, but how awesome would that be, dude, to have the
It would be
ice
epic.
cream
I mean, Nigel McGuinness, he still has some gas left in the tank after he retired.
I don't think he actually wanted to retire. I think it was because of health issues and stuff.
It
Pushed him out of
was
the ring.
the Hep C incident. I remember, and he looks a lot healthier than he's done in the past.
I mean,
years.
if he still got it, I mean, you just don't get rid of that stuff.
No, you don't. It's
I mean-
natural instinct. The guy's a natural professional wrestler. I remember when he was in Ric
No, I'm
Flair's.
talking about that.
Yeah,
no.
FC thing.
Yeah, the
I
Hep
remember
C.
when he was in Ric Flair's Fortune Favors back in TNA, along with
Desmond
AJ Styles.
Wolf.
Huh?
It's Desmond Wolf.
Yeah.
He was
Dude,
going to Desmond Wolf.
yeah. That's what he went by in TNA, and he was a phenomenal. Yeah, he took Kurt Angle to the limit, dude. Kurt Angle to the limit, and Kurt Angle even came out and said, like, bar none, he was probably the hardest hitter he faced in TNA.
I mean, that's a British strong style, dude.
That dude's a monster, man. And I love how AEW is going back next year for Forbidden Door, and dude, Ospreay was like campaigning for like a whole UK tour for like a whole 2 months before the Forbidden Door. I was like,
I wouldn't be
honestly,
surprised if AEW did that.
dude, because I mean, think about it, man. If they do a whole tour of the United Kingdom, like the whole tour of England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland,
That'd be money.
look how pumped the fucking crowd was for that shit.
Mhm.
I mean, they sold out an arena in Cardiff.
2 nights in a row, dude. 2 nights basically back to back. I mean, dude,
They taped it in one night.
oh, they did tape it in one night.
Oh yeah, they taped it all in one night.
Sad Panda.
Don't matter. it don't matter because the
Oh,
crowd
the crowd
was
was even the crowd in Cardiff was singing along. They even Jeff Jarrett got a big pop.
dude. Jeff Jarrett got a huge pop. Everyone that should have got a pop got a pop, and it was phenomenal, dude. Like I'm a huge fan of everything they've done.
I love the UK crowd. They're like one of the best crowds in professional wrestling.
100%.
All right, which match should we go to next?
The next match would be the
Osprey and MJF.
Oh god, that was so good. I loved when Osprey came out in the Assassin's Creed robe. That was just epic.
No, man. MJF showing up as Apollo Creed.
as Apollo Creed / Lex Luger.
Oh god, that was awful. But
Apollo Luger. He was Apollo Luger.
Dude, and the streamers took away from the match. The fucking streamers. Yeah. When they exploded whenever he got in the ring and then the flag fell down.
All night. All the rest of the night.
Streamers were falling from the sky, dude. That's what took it away from me, man.
Oh man, when Osprey came out and all that power, it made me feel like I was watching a WrestleMania.
Well, I mean, we were. I mean, if you think about it, all the fireworks that went off during that match, dude, for that, all the fireworks that like blew up after the win and before the win.
I just loved it when they were singing his Osprey's theme song. It was just like I just smiled the entire Osprey.
Dude, that was a phenomenal match, man. And
the fact didn't have like 80,000 like the last one. This was the 50,000 fans made up for it, and the booking made up for it.
And I'm gonna say this too, man. Even and WWE took a shot last night. Oh, we sold out. Yeah, but you really didn't really sell out nothing major. You didn't have like.
If I'm correct, didn't they also remember like some fans forgot about what Australia as well? They had some cover ups too in the Australia pay-per-view. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, PLE. I'm sorry, that's what they call it now.
Let me tell you something that because they were people were bitching about this, like, yeah, they're covering it up right there. Let me tell you something about. You know, I was at Forbidden Door, the first one, and the area they covered up at the arena right there. I had almost similar seats at the UIC in Chicago. Almost similar seats. That is a shitty view. Behind the stage, trying to look at I was looking at the screen more than the fucking ring. So I just want to say that officially, those are really shitty seats.
That's why they cover them up.
That's why they cover them up. And why they open it up as like because they're shitty seats.
If they're not gonna sell them, why not cover them up? That's where they keep the hard cam at.
Yeah, and plus you get to see everything below. You know, you get to see CM Punk choking out what you call it. So, but anyways,
CM Punk?
That's another story. Anyways, but yeah, I just want to point that out. It's like those are really shitty seats.
Yeah, and to be honest though, man, everybody's like, well, their attendance sucks and all this, but okay.
That place was packed for what they sold. It is like for what they had right there. That place was packed.
And believe it or not, man, it didn't sell out for Taylor Swift either. It is rumor will have it the Swifties didn't sell out Wembley Stadium. It was, I think, like 60,000 people showed up for Taylor Swift, and I think he had like a little over 55,000 for this pay-per-view for AEW. So really, all in all, neck and neck with Taylor Swift. So that's all I'm gonna say.
All right, but anyways, that was a great match between Osprey and MJF.
And I had MJF winning. I did.
Oh no, I know he wasn't going to win.
With Takeshita and Lance. Well, actually, I had Takeshita and Lance Archer.
You're wrong again.
Yeah, but we did have an appearance of someone else.
Daniel Garcia. I knew that was going to happen.
You didn't call it Kyle Fletcher, Adam Cole.
Didn't he?
Bodie,
Yeah, that's the other thing is like somebody stole his Dynamite ring.
who was it?
I don't know. It was
Adam
either
Cole.
actually stolen or just.
I believe it was the Red Death. I believe it was DG. He slapped the fire out of his mouth too, man, and then stared him down. And he was bald headed. He shaved his head, dude. He shaved his head. He looked totally different. Totally different. And the crazy part of it is, they were talking about it in the media scrum. They were talking with Daddy Magic and RJ City and Renee. She's like, yeah. He goes, I didn't even recognize the kid. He was like, hey, are you mad at me? He was like, apparently, I just brushed him off. I was with my family talking with my kids, and then all of a sudden he like grabbed me by the shoulder, and I just shrugged him off because I didn't know who he was. And he's like, I didn't recognize him. He was like, Danny, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't recognize you, and I apologize. He goes, now I see it was you. I feel totally bad, and I'm sorry. And Renee goes, similar situation happened to me too. I seen him, and I was like, he's like, a lot of people are blowing me off. Like, did I do something wrong? Did I make somebody mad? And she's like, no, we just doesn't recognize you because you changed and didn't tell nobody you were doing this. And he didn't tell a soul.
Mm-hmm.
No one knows. Some people would say, oh, he's going to the WWE. Like, apparently he resigned.
He hasn't resigned. Tony Khan said he has not. Negotiations with the contract are still in the air. He's hoping, but nothing but good things come from what happened at All In.
So, I mean, him showing up to
He
All In
resigned.
is a good sign. That's a good sign.
I mean, they're not gonna make him come out there and do a big ass pop like that and not have him resign. I'm
Like they did with Swerve Strickland.
Oh, Swerve. He
Signed
resigned.
for them with a lot of money.
He's making a lot of money.
What? So he's Swerve's leaving?
No.
Or
He signed on 0 hour, dude. He signed that bitch on 0 hour.
Oh, okay. Well, hey. But because he's probably having like the best career of his life, you know.
Exactly. I mean, he's a main eventer now.
He is the main event. But we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
But no, dude, the Tiger Driver 91. Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
I was a little worried about his neck after that.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, Jesus. When he hit it, I was like, ooh.
I was worried.
You see the referee jump over there and check on him and go, okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. And
I was worried about MJF's neck after that Tiger Driver 91. I mean, it's a pretty effective wrestling move. I mean, it was very mastered by very few people, and one of them was none other than the late Mitsuhawa Misawa.
But did you or did you not love the fact that the little added flair, Christopher Daniels running out there and hand delivering the international title to us?
Yes, I love that. I thought
I had a feeling something like that was going to happen. I was like, because they were handing the American champion. He's like, oh no. I was like,
he's like, I don't want that shit.
That
And then Christopher Daniels runs down there with the international title, and he goes, "And your new international title." I was like,
you wanted to have that American title.
yeah, that American title was so ugly, dude. It was so god awful. But
I thought you liked it.
all right. So what's the next match after that? It was
the worst match on the card: Mercedes Moné and Britt Baker.
Oh my god, yeah. For Mercedes, I'm like,
nothing against
the
Britt
coach
Baker
was on stage the whole entire show. The coach was on stage the whole entire show. What the fuck?
Here's the saddest thing: I
thought it was a prop there.
I actually fell asleep during that match.
All I can say is Britt Baker did what Britt Baker should have done, and that was still the spotlight for Mercedes, and she did it. She did it with flair. the top rope arm drag was amazing. Anything that Britt Baker was doing was awesome. Especially the technical chain work that she was using in the ring, and the outside interference of Camille, which was really fucked up.
Camille's a brick house. Get a
Dude,
lover.
I love the Brick House, man.
And
But
I like how they paid the tribute to Eddie Guerrero on that part. She
yeah. And I'm going to be honest, man. I'm so glad that they didn't disqualify her or any of that, but they should have gave the nod to Britt. I don't think it's over yet between Britt and Mercedes. I really don't.
No.
But there's something brewing
All out.
in the women's division. There's something coming in the women's division that's going to, because the whole women's division, both matches on the card from the women, they up their game, dude. They up their fucking game. And what I mean by that is,
No, you call the wrong redhead coming.
someone's there, dude. Like, if there was not someone coming or someone already there, that I don't think we would have seen that type of action. And Mercedes actually didn't have that many of a botch either, man. Like, she actually looked decent. It wasn't great, but
I think she realizes, like, I fucked up. I need to work on myself a little bit more. And Mercedes is working on herself. I think she's doing a little bit better, and I think she's realizes she wants to get better at it. You know, she's not in WWE no more. She's not handed a lot of these things that she's gonna have to learn on her own. You know,
yes.
this is sports entertainment.
Yeah, and the crazy part about it is, man, here we are listening and talking about, you know, Mercedes Moné and not being there at all, doing this and that, and basically pandering to herself and talking about how great she is, and she is this and she is that for women's wrestling.
Don't get me wrong; she's done a lot for women's wrestling, pro wrestling, the past 6-9 years. I mean, she's one of the 4 horsewomen of WWE for a reason.
But what about the situation, man, at the media scrum? They're talking about, you know, your personal thing about you and your husband going to, oh, you're trying to date me? I'm married. Oh, congratulations to you. Yeah, about that, though. And, dude, I was like.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, that's
you had that press had to mention her.
It was sad, man, because they should have.
That guy should have shut the fuck up.
Not really. I mean, I get where he was coming from. He was trying to, like, give her a chance to, like, you know, be a human being, and she decided to be a cunt. But
she was playing a heel.
Yeah, but in all real honesty, dude, that was not a time to be a heel. That was time to be a human being. And I don't give a damn about
moments like that when she's out in public. Sometimes some people ask her questions, she kind of snaps at them. She has a little bit of, for what I've seen.
Still, man, you don't do that. It just, if you're a chance to be an actual decent human being, you become a human being. MJF has even done that. He's
one of the most humble human beings when he breaks out of kayfabe and everything, especially when he talks to the pressers and everything. He's actually, even though he's blunt with them, he still is not trying to insult them or threaten them and make them look like a bunch of assholes.
Oh yeah, 100%. And that's what I love.
MJF, are you talking about? Every time I see him do a fucking thing, he's got a complete ass. But there's a couple times where
we're talking about lately. We're not talking about like the past where he was like. I still remember that media show when he won the championship and he was eating pickles and everything.
I like pickles.
Pickles. These are pretty good, aren't they? All right, now just sit the fuck down and let me eat my pickle.
Yeah. God almighty, dude. I like MJF, man. He's a character.
I even like when he snap fires at these neo-Nazis that troll him on Twitter. They make a lot of anti-Semitic jokes at him.
Because he's a Jew. Because he's a Jew, man. And
so what if he's Jewish? He's
Jewish.
I don't give a shit if he's Jewish. I don't give a fuck. He's Arabic.
He even says he's a Jew. He calls himself a Jew. So,
If he's a
I'm
Jew,
cool with it.
let it be a Jew.
He's cool.
Let it be who he is. Fuck all
I
the
had
haters,
nothing.
man.
I don't care about any of that, dude. I think regardless of whatever religion he is or whatever background he has, I could care less. He could be Muslim for all I care.
He could be a Satanist for all I care. Hell, I could
Alistair
tell
Black
that.
is.
I know
Malachi.
he's a Satanist, but I know Malachi
Malachi.
Black's a Satanist, but it doesn't bother me.
I
Hell,
think Brody
have
King
friends
is
that
too,
are-
isn't he?
Huh?
Ain't Brody a Satanist too?
I think he's more of an atheist.
Oh, I know he just I don't think they're straight up saying more.
I'm not
wicked.
really a religious person either, but I have friends that are Satanists and everything. Sometimes, I live in the metal community. Sometimes we yell "Hail Satan" and stuff like that, and we just it's
That's a little much,
got a
Phil.
left testicle.
That's a little much, Phil. A little much, man. A little much.
All right.
But no, seriously, it was cool. I don't care.
Who picked what? I picked Monet to win, ain't it?
Well,
no,
you and Phil both picked Monet with
Okay.
Camille and Jamie costing Britt. I picked Becky Lynch coming out to help Britt, and that didn't happen either. So yeah, yay me, bad me, boo.
All right. So what's the next match? Would be the
Coffin match.
yes,
coffin.
the coffin match. Yes.
Honestly, great match. Too quick.
Cry me a river.
No, well, we'll get to that, but no.
It was a little quick. It was a little
honestly,
slow for
it's
a
like
It was a little fast for a match to be like that. I think it's the time and money. The reason why it was sped up by time, efforts. The reason why I sped it up because they had to get to the main event.
From what I understand, it's the scapegoat match. It was a match that was not really planned all out a lot in advance. It was thrown together like 30 minutes before the end of the show, and that's why it took so long for them to get out there and do it.
Yeah.
And they already knew the winner, but they just didn't know how to get there in a certain amount of time because they wanted to have all the intros of the people that were going to play the integral parts of it, and they didn't know how to get it all in a time constraint form. So what they said is, hey, this is going to happen right away. This is going to happen right away. This is going to happen right away. Then boom, boom, boom. And then this, and this. And then this is going to happen.
Yeah.
After the match ends. And they're like, let's get it. And that's exactly the way it played out. Like it went boom, boom, boom.
Honestly,
boom, boom.
Honestly, for what they did was good. But to me, it was just the match was just too fast. And I really did. I had a feeling that, and I picked it too. Perry winning, but I didn't expect. What am I
The
trying
crowd?
to do? No, not the crowd.
The elite did interfere.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that part. But no, it's like I didn't expect the way it ended. I was expecting a little bit more climax, but just throw him in a body bag, put him in there, kick him in the face, and close the lid. I'm like,
I love
it?
the real glass.
That's it? I'm like, really?
Yelled, "Fuck CM Punk."
We'll
They
get to
did
that, Phil. Stop
We'll
time
get to
jumping.
Quit jumping, bro. But the thing was, man, like if you seen what was happening, like Jack Perry literally pulled out the duct tape and basically wrapped his legs and his wrist in duct tape. And every time he tried to punch him, because Darby Allin gorilla glued thumbtacks all over his face.
Yeah, which is awesome.
He looked like Pinhead from Hellraiser.
Dude, when they got a close up on his face, Taz was like, I was watching him backstage do that. And I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, you never seen a grown man put thumbtacks on his face? And he goes, not willingly. He goes, okay, have fun now. And he said he turned around and went back to putting Gorilla Glue on his face so we could put thumbtacks on him. Like what the fuck, dude? Like literally, that's what we get. That is what we get. Like it's and the skateboard spot was cool. Everything that happened Well, I mean, yeah, especially during big matches, and like you said, it was quick, but the coffin
When-
match.
But when I'll give it to him when they pulled out that bag, I was like, "Oh, here comes the thumbtacks!" And when he dumped the glass, I'm like, "Oh!"
And they all started chanting and singing along with "Oh, cry me a river."
River.
Dude, I was like, that's some bullshit. And Jack Perry's face was like he just nodded and smiled. And then when they started chanting "Fuck CM Punk," Jack Perry was smiling and laughing, and they closed in on Darby Allin, dude, and Darby Allin was smirking and laughing, and they turned it away from him really quick. And I'm like, dude, that was a little bit of a low blow, but it wasn't AEW taking a shot at him. It really wasn't at first.
It was the crowd taking a shot at Punk.
Maybe the glass thing a little, but the crowd chanting that and doing what they did, it made it seem like it was an AEW dig at WWE, but it really wasn't, man. It was more of a crowd dig at WWE. And I don't even know if WWE wants to host WrestleMania in London no more, dude.
Oh, you're the person who probably liked that though? Drew McIntyre.
Oh, I believe CM Punk got a kick out of it, honest to God, truthfully. I bet he did.
I bet WWE was a little mad about that.
Not really, because it had nothing to do with WWE. It had no dig at WWE. It was the dig.
It was just all it was free publicity for CM Punk.
That's all it was. It was nothing a dig at WWE at all. It was a strict dig at CM Punk. And like he said, it was free publicity for CM Punk. That's all it was. Especially after CM Punk came on Raw last weekend and said that he is Taylor Swift for men. Dude, a lot of fans took that shit the wrong way. They
think he lost his mind.
They took it the wrong way. And
I was more like, I didn't take it the wrong way. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I think he's lost his mind.
No, he ain't lost his mind, because if he lost his mind, he wouldn't be where he's at in the WWE on top of the card, taking on a strap match at Bash at Berlin against Drew McIntyre. But that's a whole different scenario, and that's a whole different animal. And I don't think CM Punk's going to win this match.
No, he's not. He's going to be putting over Drew.
I don't know. Since he already put Drew over.
Yeah, he put Drew over at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Not SummerSlam. Not SummerSlam.
It was SummerSlam.
Was it?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, it was SummerSlam.
It was SummerSlam. You're right.
So
yeah.
We'll get to that. Maybe Friday. I don't know, because I might be going out Friday. So, and also,
but I have someone coming in, dude, all the way from Australia.
Whoa! This Saturday.
That's different. That's not Friday night. I'll get
to that in a little bit. But anyways, okay. So we had the coffin match. I feel like we're missing a match, aren't we?
The main event.
Is that the main event? Besides the main event, is that it?
That's it.
And let's see. Me and Phil picked the Scapegoat to win on that one.
Yeah. I won. I picked. Like I said, I'm a fucking loser. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I just do this shit for fun. I don't have a clue.
You were fantasy booking. We were actually booking.
I was having fun, man, and there was a reason why I'm having fun.
Fantasy booking.
But then we get to the main events.
The main event, people, which was Swerve Strickland versus Bryan Danielson.
I didn't expect Bryan to win at all.
Countdown.
But it was still awesome. I'm not.
No, because let me see. You two picked Bryan.
No, you two picked Swerve.
I picked Swerve.
No. What? He picked Swerve. I wanted to pick Bryan, but
I picked him.
You picked him. I wanted to pick him, but I had a feeling it was going to be Swerve. So I think I was on the fence, and I said, "Fuck it, I'll go with Swerve." But anyways, when we get to that, we get to the introduction. They had a great video package of Ring of Honor and AEW clips, which they cannot even show any WWE clips, so they can't show his full
But
career.
they showed Kevin Steen with Bryan Danielson in that.
That's all Ring of Honor footage. So,
but we'll talk about more about Kevin Owens or / Kevin Steen in a minute too.
Oh yeah, he hasn't resigned yet.
Hey, stop getting the cart before the horse, there, Phil.
stop time jumping.
God Almighty, bro. We want to entice people before we start just throwing stuff out, man. You just give it away for like free, bro.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, we all give it away for free. But no, it was really cool. And then
Storm rolling in. Here's some thundering outside.
It rained a little bit. I was in your neck of the woods again today, Phil. I was in Biloxi.
Oh, he was.
Mm-hmm. Right there by the right there by the casinos. Doing some moving stuff, trying to make some money. Trying to make that money.
Yep.
But anyway,
so an awesome video package of Bryan Danielson's career. Then they go into the final countdown.
and before we get any further than that, Bryan Danielson said that the reason he chose that song, it was like one of the most 100 hated songs in rock history, and it was like number 1 or 2 of like some of the most hated songs. He's like, you know what? I like that song. I'm going to use it. And he said it caught on around the world, and people were chanting it and singing the song with him at shows, and it just took off like that. And he said, and it was great for Tony Khan to get a deal with Europe and let us use that song, and hopefully they'll bring the cost down, and so we can get more use out of it. Who knows? And he was smiling and laughing about it, but the cool part about that was the whole place erupted in the final countdown. Like dude, it echoed.
Oh yeah.
It was echoing throughout that building. It was insane. And then on top of that, then you had DJ Whoo Kid come out, dude, and introduce Swerve.
That was awesome.
Bro, that shit gave me goosebumps, bro. And then he gave him, Prince Nana put the other Jimmy Rave jacket on him. And I was like, dude, I had mixed emotions about that. I was like, last time he did this, he walked away with a world heavyweight title. This time, is he going to retain that world heavyweight title? And the whole match was going back and forth, and then the cattle mutilation, and then the quadruple house calls, the swerve stomp, the kicks in front of the family members, the stomps in front of the family members, the making him bleed, dude. Just Swerve did what Swerve said he was going to do, and that was dismantle him in front of his fucking family.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, a switch flipped inside Bryan Danielson that I honestly thought after the third house call, man, he said, "Stay down. It's okay. It's okay."
And no, Darby Allin wasn't high, Tamale.
No, he's just a damn adrenaline junkie. It's what he is. He's a damn adrenaline.
And honestly, there was actually before we get into more, there was actually clips of Darby Allin on top of the ring, on top of the rings of Wembley Stadium. I thought he was going to do a stunt for his entrance, but
Dude.
I guess they didn't.
They
Well,
thought he just wanted to be on top of Wembley. That's all.
Yeah, dude. Darby Allin is the ultimate daredevil. And as much people want to say it's Jeff Hardy is the ultimate daredevil, I think Darby Allin has surpassed that man. Who has taken their body to a limit where we all are like, oh yeah, he's going to be out of commission for weeks, and the next week he's back in the wrestling ring like, yep, I'm here.
Got hit by a bus and just started wrestling the next day.
Like, what's up? How y'all doing? Like, dude, are you Are you okay? He's like, yeah, no concussion, no nothing. I'm good to go. Let's rock. And everybody's like, what do we say to that? Here's your match. Good. Go get ready. All right. We're going to do this? Yeah, we're going to let him wrestle. Okay. Is he cleared? And everybody's like looking around like, is he cleared? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Should we talk about how he was in a bus accident? We will. Okay, cool. And they put him over like he's just.
Did he actually do the
Mount Everest thing? No, because he got called back to wrestling.
Because he got injured.
He wasn't injured. Someone got injured and he had to come back.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he was going to go do it. He took some time off to go do the Mount Everest thing. He's like, I might die. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, he's like, I don't even care. And I'm like,
Anyway, okay, now back to the Swerve and Danielson match. Honestly, greatest piece of wrestling I've seen in a long time.
dude. And did y'all see the interview with Brie Bella with or I'm sorry,
Yes, I
Brie
did.
James?
During the pre-show, I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And dude, it was heart wrenching. It was. She's like, yeah, you know, if he gives it all up tonight, you know, he has nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, he's giving everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. And it was cool during the media scrum as well. RJ City and Matt Menard were sitting there talking, and he's like, you know, the craziest thing tonight, we have Nigel McGuinness show up. Our world heavyweight champion is on a handshake deal now, and we don't have a clue what's in store for All Out. Like, we don't have a clue, you know, because no one knows what's All Out is going to hold. All we know is that there's going to be a match between Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander. That's it. That's all we know.
Here's another thing I know that I have a feeling that Kristen's going to challenge Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, I think that's going
And
to
he's
happen.
going to get personal with Bryan, you know, about being. He just say, "What? Maybe when you're gone, I could be your kids' fathers."
Dude, I love
He would go there.
dude. As much as everybody wants to give Christian shit, and they were booing that whole thing with him winning that fucking that contract.
Him getting personal with Bryan, that's crossing a line. That's how to cross the line, how to get major heat.
I hope they're not going to try to do it right for All Out.
I would go for it, dude, because I'm gonna tell you why.
With 2 weeks to do a story? No.
Christian don't need 2 weeks, dude. Everybody hates Christian. How easy is it to put him in the storyline with Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson right then and there?
The guy's the natural heat.
quick.
Christian Cage is a natural heat magnet.
Dude, I mean, hell, the easiest person to put him in a match with would be Christian Cage. Why? Bryan Danielson has 2 kids who want him at home, correct?
And who is Christian Cage? The patriarch. It makes fucking sense.
There is nothing to write there. It wrote itself.
The story is written itself, ladies and gentlemen.
It really has. I mean, as much as you don't want to see it, I do, because I want to see what happens.
I've seen that from when Bryan won the match and Christian Cage won. Oh yeah, I can see it. It's story. Tony Khan's already written the story.
And get this too. He even said that Nigel McGuinness is still going to be on Collision and doing all his stuff on Collision. And he never said that he wasn't never going to wrestle again or anything. But how fitting would it be if Bryan Danielson holds his title all the way to Dynasty? And then you have Nigel McGuinness show up at the Tokyo Dome.
Oh, that would be a pop.
Like the month before, like during Collision, during Dynamite, nothing but berating Danielson, talking about how he has been overlooked, overshadowed, he's outclassed.
The thing is like, is Nigel McGuinness actually 100%? I mean, obviously he put on a good show, but
yeah,
man, he wrestled like I mean, like what you got to understand is like what am I trying? What am I trying to think of? What has he got?
Hep C.
Hep C. You got a cut. A cut. You know, that is like highly
Contagious.
Yeah, it's highly
Yeah.
contagious. You know.
But there's also things you can get rid of Hep C now too. Like there are actual vaccines that prevent you from spreading it. There are things that help you. Because I'm pretty sure after that show, they made him go through all kinds of training and all kinds of different medical treatments and stuff like that, so he wouldn't spread it if and when something opened up. I'm almost 100% certain.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised they actually did that. I mean, there's a lot of modern day vaccines to prevent Hep C spreading, especially so. I mean, that's why Nigel is cleared.
But as we point out, if this dream match would this rematch would come to fruition, you know, Brian likes to bleed.
So I don't mean Nigel has to.
We're speculating ahead of time. So,
but how awesome would it be to have a Bryan Danielson Nigel McGuinness match to end the career of Bryan Danielson? I think it would be perfect, man. I honestly believe if that is Bryan Danielson's last match in AEW in his career as a whole, it needs to be Nigel. It needs to be Nigel. Am I wrong on that? Am I wrong for saying that? No, I don't feel wrong for saying that. Even if it was in WWE, I really think it should be Nigel McGuinness to end his career. I don't think it should be Triple H. I don't think it should be Randy Orton. I don't think it should be Batista. I don't think it should be John Cena. I don't think it should be Kane. I don't think it should be anybody other than Nigel McGuinness. And when Nigel coming back out of retirement, only for one match, to actually have a chance at winning that gold title, for a contract signing, to have a match for that title, I don't think it's over, dude. I don't think it's over.
No, I say it's going to be a Dynasty or the Japanese. That's Dynasty, the Japanese one, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one in Japan. I think it's going to be that one, the big on the biggest stage.
If not there, Forbidden Door next year.
I don't see him. I don't think he's gonna. When is Forbidden Door? It's in
July.
No, August.
Nope.
No, July. July is All Out.
July is All In. You mean July is All In? So
all
yeah,
in,
it is
all in. Yeah, July is
it
All In, and August is going to be Forbidden Door, and that's so that's a whole entire year. I don't think he's going to do a whole entire year. So I'm
it's going to have to be Dynasty. It's going to have to be Dynasty then.
Yeah, it's going to be.
I don't see it happening that full year, and I don't see it happening All Out.
No, not that quick.
I do believe Dynasty would be the most fitting for him to lose the title to Nigel, and Nigel to say everything he's always said about Bryan Danielson and everything. But at the end of the day, after he wins the title, he even puts him over, saying that he was the best ever. Yeah, Forbidden Door is in 25, not 26. 26 is going to have All In again at Wembley.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait for Forbidden Door at Wembley.
Yeah. No, all In next year is
in Texas, but no, I'm saying 2026 is also back at Wembley.
Okay,
but here's the thing: Forbidden Door is going to be at Wembley. Forbidden Door is going to be at Wembley next year.
Yeah, but also All In 2026 has been announced for having Wembley as well, which is crazy, dude. Mm-hmm. If they're holding a show yearly at Wembley, fuck. WWE can't even do that, dude. Like, they don't have like an actual stadium they go to every year. AEW does, and that's
should they come to Chicago for all out? So
that's not a stadium.
That's a state. That's a pretty big place. The Now Arena.
Who plays at the Now Arena? The Bulls?
No,
nobody.
Nobody. That is like. Okay, you know when they
the United Center is the Blackhawk Center, right?
Yeah, United. Okay,
and the Bulls.
there's two stadiums in Chicago itself, which is United Center and what's the other one? Fuck,
You live there.
I'm trying to think. I was at that arena too. It's escaping my mind. But that the two shows that they did. There's two arenas in Chicago that they play. That they go to. Then there's where they say it's Chicago. It's not actually Chicago. It's actually Rosemont, Rosemont, Illinois. Used to be known as Rosemont Horizon. Now it's
The
I still
now
call it the Rosemont. I still call it the Rosemont Horizon. Now, where Rosemont is, where Now Arena is at, is a little bit farther. It takes almost about a good 2 hours from my house to get there.
Okay.
It takes about an hour.
All in.
Huh?
Even DC's going all in.
Oh, the Bulls G League basketball team plays there. That's cool. See, that's what I thought. I thought something like that was happening. I thought the Bulls played there.
The Bulls and Blackhawks play at the United Center.
Yeah, but their G League plays at the Now Arena.
G League.
Mhm.
Thank you, Genghis.
More
The
like
Bulls
what would you consider basketball minor league?
Thank you, Genghis, for the Bull G League plays at the Now Arena.
Yeah. You're behind schedule there, Phil.
Yep.
What is that? What is
I'm
that there?
Well, no, I'm trying to look up something. I'm trying to figure out what the name of the other arena is.
But like I said, though, it doesn't. I mean, why are we even talking about that?
Well, anyways, yeah.
But yeah,
So our thoughts on all in. What do you guys think?
I think it was a great show. It was needed for AEW. It was a good home. It just felt like a classic wrestling show. It had a lot of feel good moments.
I'm going to be honest with you. It felt like a family show because of all the families involved in the show.
Yeah.
It felt like there was more of a cohesive feeling to it. Like everybody wanted to put on their best show ever. And
Also,
They wanted everyone to do their best, just like it outdid what All In did last year. It wasn't outshadowed by any bullshit stuff that was caused by a drama queen that's no longer in the company.
it was very smooth. Very smooth.
What I took from it, my biggest gripe about it was just the bad camera work on it. Like they missed a lot of entrances of people coming out, and it's like I don't know. It was just shitty camera work.
But not all of it.
But not all of it. Not all of it. I think towards the end, they finally realized that hey, we need to get our shit together.
It was clunky. It was a clunky clusterfuck at first because they had a lot of shit to get over with, man. A lot of shit.
But
I mean, it was
all the matches were good. Like I said, the coffin match was really short. Like honestly, if someone to me, if I was at the venue and it's like this match just started, like here, I'm gonna hurry up and go get a beer. I come back and the match is over. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was very quick, but it was by design. I think it was by design because hence scapegoat. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of supposed to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
The longest part of that match was the interferences and the introduction of.
I loved it when Sting showed up.
Yes,
Search and destroy.
It's seek and destroy.
No, I like search better. I like search better.
It's seek and destroy. Get it right or pay the price.
Whatever.
I don't want to get sued by Napster haters, man.
Napster haters, I swear. But in all, it was a great pay-per-view.
If you had to rate it out of like out of a 10, what would you give it, Josh?
I'll give it a 9.
I give it a 10.
It would have been a full 10 if it wasn't for the camera work. Other
I
than
had to
that,
give it. I gave it an 8,
I give
and
it a 10.
I can't give it a 10. There was a lot of missed opportunities, I think.
Mhm.
And I'm not talking about the debuts at all. I'm talking about like missed opportunities on capitalizing on like, for example, they capitalized on the Christian thing, which was cool. I love that. They miscapitalized on the Mercedes Moné and Britt Baker. They needed something to make that match mean something. They really did.
Yeah.
And they failed on that. They needed something to make the tag team titles mean something, and they capitalized on it a little bit. They still failed to capitalize it on 100%. The only thing that redeemed that match.
Oh my God, Kevin Dunn like the camera work.
Yeah,
That's the beaver.
yeah, it was bad.
I
Dude.
wonder if. So you're probably saying that Kevin Dunn hijacked the
Hijacked the show. Honestly, like that was just driving me nuts. It's like it was just certain like during the entrances is like they were screwing up entrances. Like
it was like they're doing this and this, this and this, this and this. Like you didn't know which way to go.
Yeah,
it was
bad.
It's like on track.
Honestly, and it's like it seemed to pull the cameras back a little bit to show the screens, but and it's like then then they're miscuing on the.
Yeah, I heard Kevin Dunn's now
they kept bumping into the wrestlers. You see one wrestler's like, hey, get out of the way.
Well, you seen Okada tell the guy, he goes, and he went like this too several times. Because Okada was letting him know, I'm going to that turnbuckle, you son of a bitch. Move out of my fucking way. And even during the acclaimed FTR and Young Bucks match, even whenever it was Max Caster trying to go up, he literally had to walk.
There's probably local cameramen there.
Yeah.
And probably.
Possibly.
I don't know. I watched it on Triller, and that's how I watched it. I'm not even going to front. I watched it on Triller.
Same.
And the camera work was spotty. You watched it for whatever, Josh. Mr. I don't pay for shit.
Mister who hasn't paid for a pay-per-view since 1997.
Yeah, we know, dude. We get the point there, Scapegoat.
I'm gonna have the T-shirt made of that.
Yeah, it's great, but that's the reason I gave it an 8, man. It was a couple of miscommunications, and it was just not all the way there. And all in all, the wrestling was top notch. I can't take it away, but as a whole presentation of the wrestling, the atmosphere, the everything in general, it got an 8. And the crowd singing along, making their own chants, booing and cheering who they wanted to boo and cheer for was phenomenal. Nigel McGuinness showing up. Dude, I almost started crying, bro, because I was like, I'm a huge Nigel fan. I'm not even going to front and say I'm not. I missed the spiky hair, dude. I missed that shit. That shit was awesome to me.
It was now more like Jason Statham with that shaved haircut.
He does feel more like a contract killer. I will say that. He really does. And
yeah, you never know. He might be the contract killer. He's taking out that Bryan Danielson. You never know.
That's what I'm saying.
He reminds me of Jason Statham a little bit from the Transporter.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, he's awesome.
He
man.
also, if anything, I could definitely. Well, but wait, low key would get mad at him for that.
But,
the Hitman gimmick.
But in all, a great pay-per-view, and hopefully they save some more surprises for All Out.
They had to, though, dude. There's some coming. Oh yeah,
there's got to be something coming because they can't blow their wad out on this.
That's what she said.
And I'm going to say this, man. After all the reports that I've read and all the things that I know that happened backstage and all the rumor mill that happened, the Grizzled Young Vets haven't signed an actual elite deal.
There are negotiations.
They're in an agreement. There has been an agreement formed, but there has not been an actual deal signed.
Oh,
Number
so
one.
the handshake deal. So
I don't think it's handshake. I don't think it's a handshake. I think it's an appearance deal, but I think they're working towards a deal, like an actual signed deal.
Like I said, it's in negotiations.
It's a negotiation.
We'll find out tomorrow.
Rebecca Quinn Black is all elite. See, that's the thing, man. She was already she's already been speculated because rumor had it that she was there backstage. There was a hush deal. They didn't mention her during the media scrum at all. They didn't even mention her name. They didn't mention anything to do with Penta or Phoenix. They didn't mention any contract negotiations with anybody, including Bryan Danielson, even Daniel Garcia. And they didn't mention anything with Hangman. They didn't mention anything with MJF. They didn't talk about none of that. All they talked about was about the winners. And Mariah May came out there and did her thing and then gave her speech. And then she's like, oh, y'all have a question? And she asked her question like, yeah, I'm not going to answer that. And then she just gets up and walks out. And Hook's fucking media scrum was really, really interesting. Every answer he gave was really, really short. Really short.
Well, he hasn't really developed his mic skill. He's still working on it. I don't think
the crazy thing about that was they mentioned the FTW title as being a joke title and a title not taken seriously. And Tony Khan ripped that media journalist a new asshole. Mm-hmm. He's like, it's not about this or that. This title means a lot. He said, so it's a recognized title on AEW. He goes, no, it's not a recognized title because the title, when it was actually introduced, was never recognized either. It was a title made for a person who felt like as they were the actual champion of that company. He goes, whenever Taz had it being brought into Brian Cage, taking on the face of the company, John Moxley, Brian Cage felt like he was the real deserving champion, hence why the FTW title was brought to him. But since then, and I will say this, and no one even mentioned this, but I will mention it. I will go on record and say this. The FTW title is a glorified hardcore title in AEW.
Oh, yeah.
The FTW title. It's a glorified hardcore title. That's all it is. But it should be an actual heavyweight title because the original FTW title, what it stood for and what it did stand for in AEW when it first got there, was the actual unrecognized heavyweight title. And then it just lost its luster and became a glorified hardcore title, which is shitty. It's a joke. And that's what the journalist was trying to get across to Tony Khan. Like you've taken an actual glorified title and turn it into a joke, because that title should never be a joke because it actually has legacy and meaning behind the FTW. Fuck the world means I'm going to set the world on fire, do whatever the fuck I got to do to prove to everybody I am the best in the fucking world to hold the world heavyweight title, and I'm unrecognized. That is what the FTW title stands for. Not as a glorified, oh yeah, we're going to go out here and have a no rules match. Mm-hmm. Really? It ain't GCW. This ain't fucking WWE ECW. This is fucking AEW. Make the title mean something. And if that means taking off Hook and putting it on someone who actually can deliver that, and Jericho was that guy, and Jericho was taking on all comers for over 120 some odd days, and he was actually bringing legitimacy to the title, even though it was called For the World. But whatever. Mm-hmm. But have it mean something, man.
Yeah.
Have it mean something. Don't just let it be a glorified hardcore title. That's just my personal opinion.
All right, so we gave the pay-per-view. You gave the pay-per-view 8. I gave it a 9. Phil gave it a 10. So
It wasn't a bad show, man. It was not a bad show.
It was, you know,
It's really good. Wrestling was top notch, man. I mean, it was. But now here's some fucked up news for WWE. Y'all ready for this shit? I don't know if y'all heard about it or not.
What?
Jacob Fatu and Triple H are at odds.
I'm not surprised.
which one? The
The
Samoan Werewolf?
Werewolf. Yeah.
I
Really?
think because Triple H
Google it.
wants him to like tone down his style.
Google it. It's fucking crazy. And then I'll go into some details about other things as well about WWE. And it was reported today that ESPN is going to be showcasing Dynamite and Collision in Australia.
Let's see. Jacob
Okay.
got banged. Former WWE got banged up at SummerSlam. Future uncertain. Triple H. Let's see. Chief Content Officer Triple H has addressed Jacob Fatu's injury SummerSlam. The Bloodline unfortunately got hurt during a main event of the show when he splashed Twitter to the announce table. Seemingly had an awkward landing as he was clutching his ankle and unable to stand following the spot. It seemed like a serious injury in real time, with the game confirming that Samoan Werewolf was banged up. He also said that Logan Paul is hurt too. Bullshit. He's not wrestling anymore. Following the match against LA Knight at SummerSlam, during the past show press conference, Triple H mentioned both WWE stars are a little banged up. He's hoping neither situation is serious, although they remain uncertain for now.
Okay, so where's the at odds? So
Hold on.
what dirt sheets you reading?
Sports Cada.
No, I'm talking about Mike.
I'll tell you in a second. Dun, 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 dun.
Is that why they took the title off him and gave it to whatchamacallit's brother? That's supposed to have an eye patch on it. All of a sudden, his eye's okay now.
That I don't know. Here we go. It says right here.
What's the source?
It's Wrestling Circle. Wrestling
Never
news,
heard of it.
Wrestling news source.
Wrestling news source?
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Oh, it's the same thing at Sportskeeda. There was something else about this too, but I guess it wasn't. That was all it was saying. But okay, that's
All right. What else? What else? What WWE is going on? So you said there's something else.
yeah. So as we all know, that the PLEs are a big deal, and everybody's selling out shows after show after show after show after show. 27 weeks in a row, or not 27 weeks in a row, but 27 weeks running that the Raw and SmackDown are sold out
There's also rumors about the Performance Center being moved to Las Vegas.
because of the MMA, UFC training grounds. Yeah,
Makes sense.
that's a thing. Because UFC wants everything under a microscope now.
All right. So
What does it mean?
wait, we're jumping subjects again. Mike, what
Yes.
we talk about WWE selling out stuff?
Yeah. Okay. So they've been selling out all these things, and their attendance has been all-time highs, right?
Uh-huh.
But there have been reports saying that they've been, what is the word I'm looking for without being a douche and calling it like AEW? Oh yeah, their attendance ain't selling out. They're saying they're legit sellouts, but they're still funneling tickets, if you know what I'm saying, to certain people in the crowd and this, that, and the other for giving them tickets to show up. Like some are comp tickets for some of the MMA fighters or UFC. Some are comp tickets for celebrities and whoever lives in that city or near that city. They comp them some
Family.
tickets. Yeah.
But anyways, it's not really a WWE. It's in UFC. What's it called again? It's called TKO. Yeah,
Yeah, TKO. Yeah,
that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, they're funneling. I call it funneling because it's not a true sellout. No one has really truly sold out a show since the '80s, man. And the last I think real sellout was WCCW, which is World Class Championship Wrestling in Texas, when they had it at Arlington. What was it the big Alamo Dome? When they sold out the Alamo Dome back to back years, and those were legit sellouts because there was no person in attendance. That it was crazy. But I honestly believe those are the last sellouts. And everybody's like, well, Wembley Stadium sold out, dude. There ain't no way, bro, because Wembley Stadium holds over 100 some odd thousand seats, and they sold 80 something thousand last year and 50 something this year. And in WWE sold 90,000 tickets for both nights together of WrestleMania this year. Well, that's still a sellout. Is it though? I mean, you sold 45,000 for 2 nights apiece. Is that really a sellout? I mean, they classified it as one big conglomeration, which is wrong in my personal opinion.
Yeah, like one person could have a 2-day ticket, you know?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how are you going to have a sellout for 2 days?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have it. You ended the show. People went home. Then people showed back up. Therefore, you really didn't sell 90,000 tickets. Yeah. You did sell 90,000 tickets for 2 days, but you can't say you sold 90,000 tickets for 1 day because that's impossible. If the arena wouldn't hold that many, or the stadium would hold that many, but the stadium would hold that many because if I'm correct, they were in Philly this year.
Yeah.
And it was at the football field. It was at a football field, right?
Yeah.
For the Eagles football field. Okay. And they didn't sell that motherfucker out.
Oh, no.
Nowhere near sold it out.
They were still trying to sell tickets until that's when they started hyping up this person's going to be there. This person's going to be there. Oh, the Rock's
and nobody gave a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the stage. Exactly. And that's the deal, man. People don't understand is like these big, massive shows and stuff. Like AEW last year, they didn't plan on selling 80 something thousand tickets. They were only 40 to 45,000, and they doubled that. And they're like, holy fuck, you know, like if you didn't notice, like their last year had a better presentation because they had a smaller area. And this year's was huger because they couldn't get all this.
I don't even think it's a word.
Hey, it's my word. It's my Southern slang. I'm using it. Huger is better. So
Hoosier, that's Indiana people.
Yeah, whatever. But anyway, they made it that they couldn't get rid of all of Taylor Swift's stadium props, all her stage props. They didn't get rid of all of it. They had to use it. Hence, the trap door in the middle of the entranceway. That right there was Taylor Swift shit. And that big star platform thing was her shit. They couldn't get it out of the arena in time. So they used it.
I mean, they turned AEW. It worked well. I mean,
it did. It did.
And GT, to answer your question, about them tarps being up, and I was like, if you didn't hear me earlier, the reason why they have that area tarped off is because I went to Forbidden Door in Chicago, and I sat in that kind of area right there where they have them tarps off, and let me tell you, that is some shitty seats. I couldn't see. I could barely see what was going on in the ring. I had to watch the monitor the whole entire time just to find out what's going on, and I couldn't see anybody. I could barely see anybody's entrance because I was behind everything. So,
yeah, you get really shitty quality seats over there, man.
Yeah, so it's like, am I gonna be mad that they blocked that off and they say, "Oh, they didn't sell it out"? I'm like, no, because there's some crappy seats, man. I sat in them type of seats, man. It's not good.
They're not good. But in other news, as we all know, I said it earlier. Rosemary showed up on NXT tonight.
I know. Yeah. I'm right when we're done. I got the match pause right here, and I'm gonna watch it.
Oh, you pulled it. That's what you were pulling up earlier.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then let's see. Swerve Strickland has signed the biggest contract in AEW for the most money in AEW ever. That's not a rumor. That's a fact.
Good. More power to him. He's worth every penny.
He really truly is, man. He really truly is, and I'm happy for him. And then you have other aspects of that whole situation between the All Out Brawl Out. We haven't had any mention of anything come out of All In. We haven't had anything like that come out of anything AEW's done in over a year.
Well, they probably told Jack Perry to shut the fuck up.
I doubt that. I seriously doubt that, dude, because everything he did Sunday, man, it wasn't on Jack Perry, man. That was all the crowd.
Yeah, that was all the crowd.
The crowd was so hot for him, man. Like it blew my mind how hot the crowd was for Jack Perry. His entrance, they were cheering. The entrance for Darby, they cheered. In the bag, whenever he emptied out the glass, the crowd erupted in chants and singing. And then all of a sudden, they had the FUCM Punk chant.
That was epic. Shut up. It was epic.
I'm not saying nothing bad about it, man, but the dude is no longer there. So was it really necessary is all I'm going to say.
Yeah, like I said, all it was is just free publicity
for CM Punk. It wasn't against WWE.
That video, when they were stupid asses released the fucking video. I was like, you just gave this man more publicity.
Yeah, but look what it did to
Jack Perry. It was cool, man. I really dug the fact that
he was, in actuality, he's a punk. All it was is like pop. And actually, you know what? That's not gonna. If I go to an AEW event, I'm gonna take a sign that said Jack Perry's the real Hatua.
Oh, that's a sick burn, dude. That is a sick burn.
You notice how Punk let him go when Joe showed up.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you? I mean, Joe's a monster. I mean,
Joe pulled him off.
Well, that too. And if you think about it too, man, Joe is a legit badass. Like, he's been trained in MMA. He's been trained in freaking.
He's a true locker room leader in AEW.
He's been trained in jiu-jitsu, man. Like, no bullshit.
That's Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston is the rock and roll leader.
Yeah. I miss Eddie, dude. I love me some Eddie, man. I miss Eddie.
He'll be back soon.
I know. And to quote Renee Paquette, get well soon. We miss you. We love you. And,
get well soon, Eddie. We miss you. You crazy motherfucker.
Love that guy, dude. Love that guy. But in all seriousness, though,
you crazy Yonker.
Yeah, crazy.
Well, he's from Yonkers, New York, so call him a Yonker.
So I'm gonna do a thing real quick. I just re-updated. Wow. Okay. I want to do this until I can't do this no more.
What?
Oh, we already had to edit a video already. Don't say nothing.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I already edited. Yeah, I edited last Friday's video, Phil. I took out the last 8 minutes.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Because I used the other F word.
So.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
But
hey, I used it. I took it out. And yeah.
Speaking of JB Bradshaw earlier, JBL showed up at GCW.
Not only that, he showed up at AAA. He's now a shareholder of AAA.
Oh my God!
Y'all didn't know that?
I'm not surprised. I mean, I could tell.
That's a word. Okay, sure.
He probably wants to get AAA to work with AEW with WWE, most likely.
Well, I
I
don't think
don't
he's
know,
under a
man.
Legends contract, so
Yeah, but no. So I'm gonna do this until this is not a thing anymore.
what?
NWA Samhain 2, NWA Power on the CW taping at 7 p.m. Saturday, October 26, 2024. Front row tickets are still available, ladies and gentlemen, for $39.95. Legit. I'm not joking. Right now, you can go to eventbrite.com/e/NWA Samhain 2, NWA Power on the CW taping, and you will find that, yeah, they are there. And you can, yeah, you
You
can
know what
see it.
EC3 said? He said AEW is ruining wrestling.
Who is?
EC3.
Yeah, man, I don't know. And I want to say this: as of 4 hours ago, Veronica Kane has ceased fire on the person who she was attacking and went after, and she is now commented and said there is a ceasefire in place, so that's a good thing. And she said, also, "Fuck, I looked hot at that wedding." And of course you did. You're Veronica fucking Kane, and you're a goddess, and you should be respected first and foremost as a woman, and then second as a woman that can fucking go in the ring because she's hardcore. Hashtag she's hardcore. I want to throw that out there. I love me some Veronica Kane. I think she's in a, and she also has a YouTube show happening soon called The Butt Naked Truth. I want to give a shout out to them for doing that. I don't know who she's going to have on there. I don't know who is all going to participate in the Butt Naked Truth, but I'm really, really, really hyped to see what they talk about and who and what they talk about.
So how's the thing with XPW going, by the way?
Oh, it's going good. Everything's smooth over. Just like she said, there's been a ceasefire. Everything's good. Like I said before, I didn't think it was being a big deal. It's people are trying. This is the dumbest shit ever, man. People are really trying to cancel culture and deathmatch wrestling. Why?
They're trying to cancel deathmatch wrestling.
Not cancel deathmatch wrestling. Cancel culture is trying to cancel people in deathmatch wrestling, which is the fucking stupidest shit ever. They're in deathmatch wrestling for a reason. Nobody else fucking wants them.
Oh no, this can't. I think finally the steam of this cancel culture shit is finally getting to. Finally, everybody's like, you know what? Get the fuck out of here,
Dude.
I mean, look
culture.
look what happened with the current Star Wars. Right?
Oh no! Hold on. That show, I'm a pure Star Wars fan. I've stuck behind shows that that they did is like that, you know, that it was actually pretty bad.
Droids,
You know,
the cartoon.
hey, I watched Droids. I was a kid when I was watching Droids.
I like the Book of Boba Fett, to be honest.
Book of Boba Fett was good, but it could have been better. It could have been better. But you know what? With the woke movement, there's been projects with woke movement where it was good. All right, there's been shows out there where they put all that garbage, they put all that stuff in there. As I said, I was gonna say something else, but I stopped myself. They put that stuff in there, and it was good. What killed this was just pure shitty writing. The show was so damn boring. It was.
What was the name of the show?
Acolyte.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I like the action though.
It was just so boring.
I heard I heard if you had nothing to do on a weekend, you could watch paint dry.
Yeah, it was so
That's
bad.
exactly what they
I watched.
said.
I mean, I watched the first 2 episodes. I was like, this is so bad. This is just so. It was just the writing of it was so boring.
Explain this to me. How come Mando was so good and it is so good. And then you go from that aspect to the Acolyte, and I know it's written by two different people. I get that.
No, it was it was written by Harvey Weinstein's assistant.
Ew.
Yeah, and she
She did the South Park, put a lesbian in it, made it
yeah,
gay.
yes,
Kathy
yes,
Kennedy?
yeah. Basically, she did that, and
Put a chick in it, make her gay.
yeah, quite literally. And and like I said, I have no problem with that stuff as long as it was written good. This was a bad story, and they blew
Millions of dollars.
$180 million on this. Now, the reference Kenobi was only I think 112,
And it was a better show.
and it was it was 10 times this was 10 times better, and it was still not that good. You know?
Anyways,
Well, wait, we're getting way off topic here.
yes.
You're gonna get me on a whole entire different rant. I need to do that on my YouTube channel. So, okay. So, anyways, back to wrestling. Since we're talking about deathmatch and everything, so it seems Nick Gage is in a little bit of trouble or something, because he didn't show up for his match this past weekend in Homecoming. And he was scheduled to be in Chicago this weekend, but now that's all up in the air. But they released a press statement that Nick Gage is gone indefinitely, but is always welcome back.
This is what I'm reading. Nick Gage misses 8/24 GCW Homecoming. Brett Lauderdale is unsure when Gage will wrestle again.
You
Yeah.
probably deal with personal issues.
Nick Gage was scheduled to face Drew Parker in a death match at GCW Homecoming Night 1 on August 24th. Before the match, GCW promoter Brett Lauderdale said that Gage was not able to make the event, and he is unsure when Nick will return to the ring. He said that Nick will always have a home in GCW whenever that time comes. Lauderdale did not give specifics as to why Gage was unable to compete. Gage was scheduled to team with Matt Hardy to face Matt Cardona and Jimmy Lloyd at GC Coming Night 2 on August 25th.
Didn't show up.
It just sucks that Nick Gage is not allowed to do shows overseas because
Well, we're trying to figure out why he's not allowed to do shows now.
Well, that's bullshit too, though, Phil. You know, he did show up at DDT over in
He
Japan.
did?
Yeah,
I'm surprised, because most convicted felons can't go overseas.
they're not allowed to go if it was a violent crime with a weapon or something of that nature.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he did rob a bank, but he did it very
With a note.
with a note.
Yeah, and he also he somehow they got his ass into Canada and did a couple shows.
Yeah, Canada don't care. Canada don't really
I mean,
give
he's a non-violent convicted. It was a non-violent felony, so I mean, he
Yeah.
was very peaceful as he gave him the money, and
it
he
wasn't.
robbed the bank, but he wasn't armed though.
It was armed robbery to a degree because he said, I do have a gun, but he didn't have a gun. And all you had to do at any bank, and I'm going to give a little secret here, and if you want to go to jail real quickly, is go rob a fucking bank with a note. That's all you got to do. Just
He was
go, up there
armed with a note.
just go up there and tell them, say, hey, look, I'm robbing the bank. Just hand them the note and say, hey, I'm robbing the bank. And you ain't even got to be slick about it, dude. Like, hand them a note, and then all of a sudden you're going to be hit with a felony. Legit.
Mm-hmm.
I know some guys in high school robbed a bank, and they got away with it for many a year. And they came back here like nothing was going to happen to them, and boom, locked their asses up and fucking sent them to prison.
I've heard a weird story about a guy that thought he was a vampire and he decided to rob a bank, and the police dragged him out when it was still daylight, and he was just acting over the sunlight.
World's stupidest criminals, man.
Yeah.
World's
Well,
I just couldn't
I
help
guess
it.
I'll be reporting live from the scene if Nick Gage shows up in Chicago.
well, I mean, I don't know what's up with Nick Gage, man. I know
I hope he
he's
hasn't
still
relapsed.
no, man. I don't think it's something to do with that. I think he had some issues, and
Probably
I do know he
injuries.
has. I do know for a fact he has ties to some people in CZW and some with XPW as well. And I know Brett Lauderdale does not get along well at all with Rob Black. I will fucking say that, and it's the truth. I love Rob Black. I think he's a great person, but some of the shit he says is fucked up, dude. Fucked up. Like
Mhm.
on XPW's website, on their videos, he has Kamala Harris looking like a fucking like a total tool. And I know he's a right winger. I get it. I don't care anybody's political view. I don't know y'all's political views. I don't care.
We
We don't do that
I
here.
am not telling my political views.
talk politics. Nope.
No, we don't
Nope,
talk politics.
We talk wrestling politics. That's it.
Yes, exactly. And personally, I have no affiliation with either party. I don't care. I could care less if it was right or left. And people were like, "Oh, you got to pick." No, the fuck you don't. I
You
don't
don't have to
fucking
pick.
vote. I don't fucking vote. Number one, you know why I don't vote? It's because stupid shit like that. Like for example, me and Josh have odds and ends against Green Bay and Chicago. He's a Bears fan. I'm a Packer fan.
The Bears.
But I respect him enough not to really shit on his team and call them a bunch of blah blah blahs. And he's done the same for me. But whenever we play each other in the first game of not the first game of the season, but when we play each other, we're gonna be talking shit.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna talk shit. But that's all it is. It's talking shit. It ain't like fuck you, motherfucker.
Shoot, when I went to the Sox Cubs game, man, shit, I saw.
Oh, dude, that's civil war.
That's
That's
sort
civil
of like
rivalry.
me and Mike with Zack Sabre Jr. and Konosuke Takeshita.
Exactly. That's exactly it, dude. That's exactly it. It's just shit talking. That's all it is. It's nothing to get your butthole hurt about it. It ain't nothing to go put something in your butt to keep it from hurting. It's just we don't talk politics because I don't want to hurt. I don't want someone to try and offend me, and I don't want to offend no one else on here. But whenever you go to XPW and you look at Rob Black's stuff, you already know where he's at. He's a right winger, hardcore, and I love that about him. I support him in that, and that's his belief, and that's his opinion. Just for example, if it was all Kamala Harris and it was all about her, I would support that. I'll be like cool with that, dude. But as for me, and as a actual person who actually respects the sport of wrestling, I don't want to tell nobody my personal political views because guess what? No one cares. They don't come on here and go, "Hey, man, so how do you feel about the Supreme Court this year?" Like, who? I don't give a fuck. I don't even know who's in the Supreme Court. How many?
Is that a new wrestling faction?
Yeah, exactly, dude. No one cares. And why are you wearing glasses at nighttime in the house?
Did he freeze?
I'm sorry, it's all freezing and everything. Look at you froze.
But yeah, I mean, that's my whole take on that.
Did you Bono or something?
I thought he was trying to turn into a Terminator there for a minute.
No, I was actually trying to look like my screen freeze just to fuck with you guys, and I fucked.
Your brain, no, it didn't work, but it's cool though. It's cool.
No,
idea.
but I thought but it was funny though.
It's funny. It was good.
So any other? Okay, we're gonna get it. We're getting sidetracked. So what other rumors that we got? Well, let's see. I will be at this week, this Saturday. I will be at GCW in Chicago.
No one cares, Josh.
Oh yeah, you do.
No, I mean I care, but I don't care, Josh.
Sure you don't.
Yeah, sure you don't.
I do care. Actually.
Come on, I get Smiley Kylie Ray to say hi to you.
Oh, that's sweet. That's awesome. Actually, I think that's awesome.
Kylo Ren is cute.
I've been trying to get her autograph, but she dips. She don't stay. She don't. She's an awkward butterfly.
I'm looking at something. I'm just reading, and that's not it. Tessa Blanchard says bullying accusations led to mental health struggles.
Yeah, and I remember, and also like what's her name? Chelsea Green responded to that.
Of course she did.
She's a mean girl. What do you expect?
She's Chelsea Green.
I like Chelsea.
Chelsea kills like this one girl a few girls I went to high school with.
And Ronda Rousey says she's not neurologically fit to compete anymore. Won't return to UFC. And even posted some really, really harsh shit about the fucking Sandy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Alex Jones shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she finally posted an apology. I'm like, Jesus, like 5 years later.
Wow. I guess when everybody forgot about you, like they forgot about Dre, and you post that, everybody's like, "You bitch."
Oh, yeah.
No wonder why we hate you, you stupid.
I remember a lot of wrestling fans hated her when she went on Steve-O's podcast and totally exposed the business.
Steve-O even tried to tell her to stop too.
What else? What else is going on?
I'm reading. I'm just flipping through different things. There's really nothing going on in the world of wrestling at this moment, gentlemen. Except
besides, the unfortunate passing of Sid Vicious, Sid Justice, Psycho Sid.
TNA closes YouTube subscription option.
Yeah, because okay, so they closed that, so no YouTube clips no more.
Lame.
I'm telling you.
There's something going on.
WWE's gonna buy it out.
WWE's buying them.
It's like look at the slow crawl of all these people coming to NXT. I'm telling you.
I told that and I got laughed at on Facebook.
Well, listen to this. Gable Steveson got cut by the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, yeah. All because he probably didn't put in the work.
Oh, you know he put in the work. Just not good enough. Just didn't do it well enough. That's all. Kevin Von Erich on talks about Ultimate Warrior and World Class.
No. Well,
So,
gentlemen, it's
been 30. It's midnight 30 almost, and
it's almost 1 o'clock at night, man. So
yeah, it is. It is. It's getting kind of late. It's getting really, really late, and I want to go ahead and say that if you're not listening to us,
You're not listening to Ringside Rants. You're doing life wrong.
yeah, what Phil said. And we're not just food for your mouth, man. We don't just want to feed you some really good stuff. We're also
food for the ears, baby.
Fucking right, man. Fucking right.
And also Dubby.
Yeah. Go to w.gg, support us. Ringside Rants, 10% off. Buy yourself a starter pack. You won't be mad. You'll like it. You'll love it. You'll thank us for it. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, all I have is one more word to say about everything, and that is one love.
Huh?
One love.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more.